Mike?
No, this is the mic I normally use, but normally it's on that side and you can't see it.
Hello, everyone.
And I have a cheap ass mic in front that you can see, and it looks like I'm talking into it.
And on that note, welcome
no one pay attention to the mic behind the mirror.
Oh,
welcome to episode 5 of Stormkings Thunder. A week late. Unfortunately, we all had to have some health issues last week. Fortunately, we all synced it up pretty easily. So that's good. But at this point, we are going to begin episode 5. So to start off, let's have everyone roll me a d20, please.
Yeah, because everyone remembers what happened.
Of course you do.
Me and Drapus have to tell it at the same time.
You have to do it word by word. Back and forth.
All right.
We're just going to complete each other's sentences.
Okay, yeah,
Finish
let's
other
do
sandwiches.
one word at a time.
I have no idea what happened last time. So, like all I remember is we came up to the dripping caves and fought a bunch of stuff, and I almost died. And then that's really all I got.
Then we played in a puddle for a little bit. And it did weird things to Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Found
did
a bunch.
indeed.
Found a bunch of civilians, I guess.
Found some loot, a pearl, a bag of stuff, money stuff, I think it was.
Yes,
I had to
indeed.
check my character sheet. I think gems? Random
The
assortment.
magical healing water.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Anything else?
Did
I think that was...
didn't I use up all the healing water?
You used up...
you used 2 charges of it, and I think each water skin had 3 charges, right?
Yes, each water skin is good for 3 charges.
And I mean, we're still standing right beside it, so you can just refill it.
Yeah.
So, bringing us in, you're standing inside the caves. There is several. There's at least 24 civilians here. They all look battered, bruised, a little scared. There's a few kids kind of scattering around looking for other people that they don't seem to be able to see right now. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna take a bath. Right in that puddle of water.
I mean, first things first is I need to take a rest.
I'm here with Professor Lawrence Baker at Stanford Medical School.
What the hell?
What is that?
What the?
Hey guys, we're actually a medical podcast now.
What the heck?
Join us. We'll tell you what's wrong with you. We were sick for a week, so we're all experts on sickness and diseases.
Hold on here. Sorry. I don't know what the heck that was.
At least it wasn't my Korean lesson. I thought it was at first, and I was like, no, he's speaking English. It's not me.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal up. I don't have the water skin thing on my character sheet. I'll probably put it in my notes that didn't get saved.
There we go. All right, we got some music rather than whatever that was. Okay. Yes, so you guys, there's still some more offshoots of caves and stuff you can look into. You can take a break if you'd like. You can try and figure out what to do with these people. There is no sign of Morak, the dwarf that had sent the note to you guys, or had left the note on the front of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so what's up with this pool?
The water, still seems to be slowly dripping down the side of the cave. It looks murky and kind of gross when it's just kind of in this mossy.
That's because Sid was in it.
Yes, and the algae-filled bed that it's sitting in, it looks like stagnant water. But once you taste of it, it seems pretty refreshing, really.
I'm gonna go kind of like rinse off in it a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, Sid.
Yeah.
Did I saw you found like a pearl before? Could I take a look at that?
Absolutely.
And I think I got a little idea about this. Does this look like it could be a expensive pearl of which could be used for an identify?
It does indeed.
Ooh. Could I see one of those water skins real quick? With the special water you guys picked up?
Yeah, I'll throw in mine. I've got just one drink left in it.
And I would like to try to identify it. See
Okay.
if I can find out the properties of this water.
Alrighty. Let's see here. I just had to change the stream information. Apparently, we were just chatting, playing board games. Whoops.
I thought we were a medical podcast.
Of all the things to identify, the axe question mark, or the great axe question mark, the other things random question mark, you identify the murky water.
Why not? So you're
In due time, we'll get it all.
you're identifying one of the water skins or the water itself?
The water itself, but I didn't know if like it had to be like a specific object to choose as like the target of identify.
For identify, I believe it's an object you could touch, which would technically count as water. But yeah, the identify, you can identify the water skin. You grasp onto the skin, take a few moments to yourself, and it feels... It's pretty powerful. You get the sense that this is a water skin of cleansing. Let's see here. Just finding my note on this. When this water is imbibed, it heals 2d6 worth of healing to any creature other than, well, Identify doesn't say this, but yeah, it will heal. It's able to heal 2d6 hit points worth to any creature.
Ooh, this water kind of has the same properties as some potions, like healing potions. It's pretty neat. And with that, I'll take a couple sips of water from the little pond.
Are you drinking my last drink?
No, I'm drinking it right out of the ground.
Right from the source, baby.
I'm just like cupping it just right to my mouth.
Just dunks his head.
I'm gonna waterboard myself to hell.
All right, go ahead and roll me 2d6, and you can heal that up for yourself.
I'm also gonna
What's happening?
like go take my water skin back from him. Take the last drink out of it and then refill it.
Okay.
I'm going to drink from the pool as well. Like directly from the pool. I'm not going to fill one of my water skins.
I am gonna restart my roll 20 because it's not letting me do the roll page.
Okay.
Not letting me select it. So
That's a feels bad, man. All right. 6.
there we
Great.
go.
So you regain 6 hit points, Drapus.
Ton.
Oh, we're back to Christmas music. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys can go ahead and drink as much as you like. The water, every time you take you fill your skin, the water kind of decreases a little bit, but there's still a decent supply here.
I'll just do the one drink and then fill up my water skin.
I have a full water skin, So I'm going to drink from the pool again. Well, I'll drink from the pool for the first time, I guess.
This is
Welcome to the pool.
Okay.
I'm doing it one more time. Not
Okay.
gonna.
And I'm good after that.
Sid, what are you doing during all this? The civilians that you guys have freed are all just kind of standing around looking concerned at you guys just gorging yourselves on this murky pond scum.
Since I have, well, you asked Sid. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be looking for somebody among these survivors who seems relatively with it, and I'm gonna be asking if anybody has seen Morak.
Okay, going through, you can actually indeed see Morak's wife.
Okay.
She looks towards you. Oh, it's you guys. You survived going down into that pit. Into that hole.
Yeah, just barely.
Huh. I've not seen Morak in a few hours.
When did you last see him?
The leader took him.
Back into the cave.
Further back into the cave, yeah.
And I point to the dead. It was a bugbear, right?
Yes.
I point to the dead bugbear. I'm like, you mean that leader, right?
Yeah. He took Morak.
All right. Well, I suppose he shouldn't be in any immediate danger, but I think once we're all rested up, we should go look for him.
That's probably a good idea.
So,
What do you guys plan on doing with us? Should we start heading back to town or what?
Do you have any way to defend yourselves along the way?
We have that pan that you gave us. The frying pan. We can grab some of the goblins' weapons.
I would suggest you arm yourselves and wait outside of the cave for
Okay.
when we're done.
Right. She calls out, and some of the other people, some of the men and women, begin arming themselves with the ramshackled weapons that the goblins left behind. And she begins leading them out of the cavern.
As I'm like standing up from the pool, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole covering the face. Trying as best as I can to hide the fact that I'm a dragonborn from random people.
Okay. Yeah. They don't really seem too worried about you. They seem just kind of wanting to get out of this cave.
Yeah, I'm just doing it because like throughout my life, you find out like normal people, humans and stuff look either afraid or suspiciously at dragonborn. So I found it's normally better for myself to just kind of do my best to withhold that information from people.
Alrighty. Larch.
mm-hmm.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
Yes.
The pool explodes.
Let's hope so. D100. 14.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so the civilians begin meandering their way out into the mouth of the cave. Some of them are guarding both sides, making sure everything's okay. You guys are in here by yourself with your lovely camera woman. What would you like to do?
Did we loot the bodies at the end of the last fight?
You did.
I don't have any of my notepad. I had to reinstall Windows, so
No, I'm pretty sure you looted. You always do.
yeah. I don't have if they had anything. The only thing I remember that I have of value is the magic ring or bracelet or whatever it was from way back.
I think I have I have the
Or do you
necromancy
still have that?
bracelet and the graviturgy bracelet, or
Okay, so you
necromancy
still have-
locket. Yeah.
Okay, so you have them. I'll take them off my side.
Yeah, I think I took all the magic stuff so I could identify which. If we're doing a short rest or something, I'll
Yeah,
spend
yeah,
my rest doing all that.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest if you'd like.
I would very much like.
Okay. Okay, so while you guys are taking a short rest, I'm going to wander around this cave towards the back of it,
Okay.
trying to see the other crevices to see if anything's still hiding around and stuff.
All right. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage because of how dark it is. Let's see here.
Hey, Larch, it's dark over here. Can I get a mat, please?
Oh yeah, no problem. You can have all the mats, and I
Just-
cast dancing
just-
lights.
Okay.
just one
He
mat
gets-
will be fine.
Before he can end that sentence, he has 4 mats, just like
just stuck to me.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember if my torch is still lit from last time or not, but if it's not, I'll light that back up.
Alrighty. Yeah. So you.
I just kind of assumed we had lights going, so that's why I didn't even say it before I searched. But
All right. So you guys begin your short rest. Drapus, you head off into the back sections of the cavern. There is in the top left-hand side, there is another tunnel that seems to go further in. That you, if you remember, Sid said that's where the boss man came from, that direction.
okay. And then wasn't there a tunnel to the left where Levine went down, or to the right that Levine went down?
Correct.
Yeah, puddings.
Yeah, this one right here.
Mhm.
Yes,
yeah, it keeps going.
Yeah, going down, it seemed to have been mostly rubble to the right-hand side.
Okay.
So it seems like it was, if it was a tunnel at one point, it's been caved in.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm up here. So that's the tunnel you were talking about.
No, this is the tunnel.
Oh. Well, that's where I'm at then.
Alrighty.
And how long are your short rests? Are they like 10, 30 minutes?
1 hour.
Oh,
It's an hour for,
well.
it's an hour for long rest or short rest.
Okay, well then I'm going to completely in that hour clear this entire big chamber. I'm going to keep note of where exits of the chamber are, so all the tunnels, and then completely search the entire chamber that we're in.
Do you want me to keep a dancing light at each spot that you
Keep.
of interest?
Well, I mean, you can just keep one on me.
Okay.
So I mean, within an hour, I can move around a lot. I can move my token around if you want me to, but that's the plan. Is just going along the walls, checking everything out, making sure there's nothing hiding in any crevices, or like that one was hiding in all the stalagmites. So just trying to make sure there isn't going to be anything sneaking up on us, or trying to stay hidden to get away.
Okay, yeah. You begin meandering around. You do find at the very northern section of this cave, there is a large fissure into the ground. A fissure, sorry. It seems to just drop down into darkness.
The abyss.
Only about 50 feet or so, though. You drop a stone down. It only drops about 50 feet. You're more than welcome to climb in there if you want.
How wide is it?
Just about 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty thin, just like crack in the line, crack in the.
I'm gonna finish. So this is the pool that we were drinking out of, right?
Correct.
And then I'm gonna come over in here.
Yes, in this chamber, there is the entire chamber seems to just slope inward towards a central pit that seems to go down 40-50 feet into a pit of spikes at the bottom.
Okay. And then it's just the cave in that she found, the mouth. Come over here. Is this another tunnel that goes down, I'm guessing?
That one, are you going to go into that tunnel? You got,
Yeah,
you
I'll
got
go
an
in a little
hour.
bit.
Okay. As you begin going in, there are sections of bedding and large bundles of cloth and hay all throughout this warren. It seems like this was where the goblins slept. And as you go through and kind of shuffle through some of the hay and such, you find a little bit of treasure.
Yes.
You managed to find 87 copper pieces and 7 gold teeth.
Okay. So I'm going to pocket that, and then again take note of this, and head back out.
Those teeth in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
And at this point, come up here. This should be the last one because the first one you told me was above this. So this is the last, and I've made a full lap around, right?
Yeah. So if you
Okay.
kind of sneak into this tunnel a bit, it seems to connect to the northern part of this tunnel as well, where the boss came from. And there also seems to be a section of this tunnel that goes further down and is flooded.
Okay. I'm gonna check out that flooded area.
You're gonna go in the water?
No, I'm just going up to the water.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Nope. You think you kind of hold your torch up and kind of wave it around, see if anything catches the light. At the furthest end, where the rocks kind of cave in, at the very back of this cave, where it's completely flooded, there seems to be a brief shimmer or brief shine at the bottom in this murky water. But other than that, you don't see much.
Okay. I'm gonna
But
head
it
back
would
out
be
to-
it'd be 10 feet deep or so.
All
If
right,
you
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
head
go
back
in the
out to
water.
everybody else.
You find anything good?
So the southeast, there is a small cavern or southwest, there's a small cavern where it looks like the goblins were sleeping. And I'm going to, Levy, do you want to take this? I had some monies for you.
Here you go, group
I just
treasurer.
opened the sack I already have.
87 copper, and I'm going to drop the 7 gold teeth in there too.
Lovely.
Right. Larch, as you're going through and having your short rest, the pouch you saw from the you found from the stalactite has 250 gold pieces and five platinum pieces.
5 platinum. I just hand that immediately, already counted, and tell the amount. And
I find teeth, you find platinum. Last time I tried to do something with platinum, it about doomed us all.
Larch has no frame of reference of what that's worth, so he's just like, I also found like gold teeth or something. I don't know.
And are you identifying the locket and the charm bracelet?
Yes, I'd like to identify those two, the garnet that I've been using to look through, and then I can't remember if it was magical, but the rapier if it was.
The rapier is not magical. It's just
Okay.
very fancy.
Okay, so I will erase that.
Was my axe magical? 'Cause I can't remember when we pulled it out of that room with the armor. I can't remember if it was just the armor that was magical or.
I think it was just the armor in that room, and then the jewelry.
Yeah, the jewelry was in the other room because I just pocketed it, and you're all like, "Hey, I saw something flash by." Nah.
I just sent you the texts for the
Yes.
items, Mr. Larch.
This cannot render preview.
Interesting.
I go ahead and relay the lay of the land to everybody, showing where each tunnel is and the fact that there's one flooded. Levine found the caved-in one, so everybody knows where everything's at. Tell them about the flooded one. There may be something back there. I saw something flash for a second, but it could be just my torchlight off the water.
I
Okay.
just want to get more. I can get out of here. I'm not feeling too hot, man.
Did you?
Why
Were
is
you able to
she
heal up any?
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Does he look like he feels good on a good day?
Do you need me to read those to you, Larch? Or can you actually see
yeah,
them?
it's not letting me do anything with them.
Alrighty. Sorry. Right,
It's all
so the charm bracelet is a beautiful gold and has 3 ruby charms. It is called the Ichor charm. When this artifact is attuned, it has 1d3 charms that contain the spell Magnify Gravity. If this artifact loses all charges, roll a d100. On a 30% or lower, the item casts the spell Magnify Gravity centered on the wearer. Otherwise, the item gains 1d3 charges at dawn.
Okay.
So that's the Ichor charm. The locket, which was from the necromancy spell. This is the Locket of Life. This item can cast the spell Revivify once without requiring a spell slot or material component.
Whoa!
If this item is used, the caster takes 4d8 necrotic damage. When the target of the Revivify is resurrected, they heal up to the damage taken by the caster. The locket is destroyed when used. So, for example, if, I don't know, Sid died,
Yeah, I
for
was
example.
immediately saying this sounds like an item I give to Sid.
No, for example,
No,
if
just,
Sid died,
just leave him.
if Sid died, one of you could use this locket, cast Revivify on him.
And kill ourselves to save him.
You take 4d8 necrotic damage, and he heals up whatever damage you just took.
Pretty sure minimum would still
Empiric
kill me.
res.
So that would be me.
Let's say, like,
The amethyst you've been using is called the Sea Stone, S-E-E stone. When this item is used, it permits the user access to dark vision up to 120 feet. Also allows the user to detect valuable objects.
wow. Busted party at level 3.
So
Which-
Larch is just going to make like glasses with the
Right?
stone teeth
I
on,
was
right?
literally thinking of like doing like like the appraisers like
The
little
monocle?
bifocals
Oh.
thing. I
Yeah,
was thinking of making something like
a
that.
jeweler's loop.
Yeah. I
yeah.
was thinking of that with like the little gem and then like, oh, I can't see in here, and then just flip it down.
He's just walking around with his scouter
Yeah,
on.
you're just walking around with one eye closed the whole time, so you have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Alright.
you only get the dark vision when you're peering through that the gem.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that when I was using it.
That's how you were
Okay.
able to see at the bottom of the.
Honestly, I thought it was like X-ray vision or something weird like that.
No, that's how you were able to see the eel in the
Yeah.
in the cave.
Okay, so is that all of the items?
That is all of the
Yes.
items. Your axe,
Okay.
unfortunately, is not magical. It is, however, a very beautiful axe,
It
As-
is pretty. I like it.
as well as the rapier.
So yeah, I explained to all of them what each of the items do. I mean, I would like to keep this little rock here because I can't really see too well in the dark.
I'm good with that. I also think that
Good.
you should keep the locket. Not so much for you to be the one that uses it, but you're never the one that gets hurt. So,
I mean, I
so
got
you
knocked
can always
out a
pass
few
it off
minutes
to somebody
ago.
Later.
I got knocked out about a half hour ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one time, okay? Like, I tried to jump off of a tower. Sid stumbled over me, got in my way. He killed us both.
Is that how that went?
That's exactly how that went, and you don't know any better.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it, make sure it
Yeah.
stays nice and safe. for
Sid's
when we
just
need
like, that's how I remember it.
I tripped over my bootlaces, grabbed onto him because I was falling, held him there.
And who is taking the Ichor charms?
I feel like one of you two that fell off the tower. I mean, being able
what do
to
they do again?
you can manipulate gravity. I gotta look up what the spell does because I'm actually not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I would probably give that to the people who are prone to falling.
Magnify
Honest-
gravity.
Honestly, I'd give that to Sid.
So basically, we're magically bubble wrapping him.
So
Right.
it's a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 force damage, and its speed is halved until its next turn.
So basically, it creates a bubble that is just very heavy gravity, and unless they're able to escape it, they're very slow, and just force is pushing down upon them.
Oh yeah, I
So it
definitely
doesn't
give
quite
that to
do
Sid.
what you think it does.
Yeah, it's not a feather fall. It's
Yeah.
It's
a throw it at somebody,
Mhm.
slow them down. Sid runs away.
yeah.
Can you send me the description of that?
Fine.
Oh, giving him
Do
so
you
much
have
work to do.
things? Oh.
That's the one that has the 3 charms. It regains 3 at the beginning of the day.
Unless
and if you
the
try
third-
and use it, if you try and use it when it has no charms, you have to roll
No, if
d100 or
most things that have charges, if you use all the charges, then it has a chance to break.
okay.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
a
to leave one
30%
charge
chance.
in it. I mean, you don't have to, but normally people will leave one charge in it so it doesn't ever break.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Jesse, it's on. Yeah, you
Got it.
So I'm going to
That
To
does
reset
require
item?
attunement, though, Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Sid.
Got it.
Does the locket require
It does
attunement as well?
not.
No. Okay. I will
Neither-
still wear
Neither
that
does
around my
the
neck.
neither does the gem.
Sid, how are you feel? You're still feeling pretty shitty, huh?
I'm healed up pretty good. I don't have very much spell casting left at
Okay.
this point.
There's a cavern to the north that has a small jump. Large. How far can I take this light from you?
About 120 feet, give or take.
All right. Do you
But
want to, Sid? Do you
think-
want to just hang out? I mean, you can come with us, but
I
I'm gonna
think.
go up
I mean,
there.
we took the boss out. I think we can head
Oh, we
back.
gotta go
and
find
be okay.
Morak. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably just back there somewhere.
Yeah. I was gonna go jump across because it's a small little hole in the ground. I was gonna jump across and then go see what's over there. See if he's back there.
How dark is it back there?
Dark as the rest of the cave. Pretty dark. You can see fine though.
Yeah. What do I see?
You want to meander your way back?
Yep.
I'm gonna
going
head that
to.
way. So
All right. Is
I'm
the
gonna
whole crew
arcane
going?
recovery. Yeah, I'm just gonna arcane recovery to get one of my 2nd level spell slots back,
I suppose that's okay.
and then I'm good to go.
So which one is it? Because I didn't see when.
straight north.
Got it.
So across this chasm, there is a. It's basically just caved in. It doesn't go any further, but it does go for 50 feet down, and you have 60-foot dark vision. So you peer down. Perception check, please. $12. Sid and Drapus, are you guys lighting up another torch?
I'm carrying a lit torch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got his.
Yeah, because each torch is only good for 1 hour, and you have 10 torches total. So just make sure you keep track of that. So Levy, you kind of see glinting off the reflection of Drapus's torch. It looks like there's like a dagger down there.
It's not obsidian, right?
It is not obsidian.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure before I relay this information to the people next to me.
We have plenty of rope. I'll rappel down if we want to.
Just jump down.
So it's 50 feet. Just land on your feet.
Exactly.
I got feather.
You don't
fall.
have cat-like reflexes?
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
scramble down like a lizard?
Is there any stalagmites around that I could tie a rope off to? Anything I could tie it off to?
You can
tie
tie
one
it
to
up
me.
to Sid. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna tie one to Levy.
Okay.
She's the reliable one.
Oh,
If you pull me
reliable.
down with you, I am stabbing you with one of my weapons.
Sid, hang on to Levy in the
That I'm
most
fine with.
appropriate way possible, and I stare Sid down. And then I'm gonna once everything's tied off and ready to go, I'm gonna rappel down.
All right. Go ahead and just roll me a quick athletics check. Levy, you as well.
Athletics.
Yes, please.
Can do.
Sid, athletics, please.
Yeah.
15. All right. So Drapus begins rappelling down, and he about 20 feet down. The rope slips, and he falls the rest of the way. So Drapus, you take 9 points of falling damage. However, as he falls, he kind of janks the rope with him, and Levy begins falling in. Sid, you manage to grab their back of their arms and hold them upright so they don't also fall in the pit. But Drapus, you are now in this pit, kind of looking around. It cinches off on both ends. It's just kind of a small opening. It's pretty tight for your large, muscular, masculine dragonborn stature. You're kind of having to shimmy away, but there does seem to be a small pile of bones with a dagger and some cloth and stuff around it.
I'm going to pick all of it up, not the bones.
Okay.
All the stuff that matters.
Okay. As you pick up the cloth, it kind of just tatters and
Okay,
turns to
I'm gonna pick up
dust.
the rest of the stuff that matters.
All right. The only other thing is a dagger.
Okay, and then I'm going to go down to either side. You said it kind of squeezes on either side, so I'm gonna go down till the point where either I can't go any further because I'm too big, or I'm getting too far out of earshot.
It doesn't even get that far. It's only
Okay.
like a 20-foot by 5-foot
Okay.
chasm.
And then I'm gonna try and look around. It's the end of it, like it doesn't
This
go any
thing
farther.
just cinches right up. It's almost like
then
an earthquake happened and it kind of separated a pocket of land here.
okay. Then I'm just going to grab the rope and be like, "Hey, get ready! I'm coming back up. I'm gonna climb back up."
All right. Levy and Drapus. Athletics, please.
Why is it athletics and not just strength?
What is going on?
Can
Dracus.
Levy have advantage if I'm like
Yeah.
still holding on
He's
to her?
holding on
Sure.
to me.
Levy, roll once more. 16. Okay. So Levy, you're holding fast. Sid's kind of wrapped. You're kind of chicken winging as he's wrapped around your arms.
I'm basically an anchor being broken.
You said it's the chasm is only 5 feet wide, right?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna put my back up against the other
You're gonna
side.
try and chimney climb.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm
you begin
using the rope and all the tools that I have available, but I'm gonna get up the safest way.
Don't call me a tool.
Call it as you see it. You begin kind of climbing your way up, and about 10 feet up, you kind of slip. You cut a bit of your hand open on the rock, but you manage to catch yourself and keep going up. You manage to make it up.
A tool. He's all of Home Depot.
Roll for hernia again.
Yeah.
You manage to make it up, and you kind of crawl your way up onto the side. Good job, guys.
Okay.
You found a dagger.
Is it fancy looking or is it just some bullshit old school Skyrim iron dagger?
It looks pretty rusty. It's a fairly simple leather wrapped handle. It looks like a Babby's beginner forge dagger.
Fred and Larry made this dagger. I'm gonna. Whoever wants it can have it. It's not really. As I'm holding my axe out, I'm like, it's not really my thing.
It's really rusty.
It looks pretty rusty, yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Sure.
I give him the rusty dagger.
Mark off in your
menu,
inventory. Mark off in your inventory dagger question mark?
All right.
DM, I also have a question mark item, and I don't know if it's the water. It's a radiant vial.
Okay. Yes.
I don't know if that is
that you found that
water
while you were
in a
in
vial, or if it was...
you found that while you were in the clay pit. Because you did detect magic and you saw that at the bottom of it.
Yes. So I probably would have identified that as
Okay,
well. I just
so-
forgot it was there.
That is a potion of slow fall.
Potion of slow fall. Good to know.
Real fucking convenient.
It's essentially
Like we're gonna waste that on a 50-foot drop for you.
It's a single person slow fall, basically. It doesn't work on up to 6 people or whatever, because you can't, unless you can aerosolize it on someone.
Everybody start taking shots.
Everyone missed. No, it's just a small crystalline vial. It's got like a bluish red potion into it, also known as purple, kind of swirling inside. Yeah. Doesn't look very tasty, but
I also wanted to give the potion of heroism to Sid.
okay.
Everything that can keep you alive is going to Sid.
Sid, you get a potion of heroin.
Love heroin.
What?
I think it's
the
What?
sores on your face really tell.
oh,
Yeah, a female hero, a heroine.
was it 10 temp HP?
How did I get a sense, like while I was down there with those bones, they'd been there for a while because the cloth just fell apart, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
it's old.
Okay. I say let's go over to the flooded side of the room.
All right, so you all do a little shimmy shovel. By the way, Larch, while you're doing all this, are you peering through your Garnet, your Kevin Garnet, or are you just looking at everyone?
Yeah, I'll be looking through Kevin.
Okay. As Drapus hands Sid the dagger, you get a brief, yeah,
Oh, that
a
might
brief
be something.
shimmer of something. It looks valuable.
That might be worth a little more than you take it for.
I'm done giving shit away.
Put a little shine on it. It might be worth a pretty penny.
How
So-
can you tell?
Oh, I got an eye for these things, and I point to the little thing.
The real meta play is you're gonna pop your own eye out and just put that in there.
Just a
Yo,
Sharingan,
Become
just-
Vecna.
Just wait till episode 60 when like Larch has to trade his eye to a hag for plot reasons.
And it just becomes Vecna. Yeah.
The Sea Stone of Vecna.
Gekyo Sharingan right there. Just pops that right in there.
So you guys are heading towards the flooded section.
Yeah, where I saw the little shimmer.
All right, the little shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Y'all head in. You're all going into this little cave section.
Mhm.
All right,
Yep.
Just making sure.
So at this point, this northern route, I'm gonna. Hey, this looks like it kind of goes in the same direction as the other tunnel that's just north of us. So I don't know if they join up there.
Hmm.
Good talk. Anyway, I guess I'm stuck back here behind this rock. So yeah, I saw something. It's flooded. It goes out for like a ways. It looks to be about like 10, 15 feet deep or something. And I saw some shimmering at the very end of where we could see.
Are you telling me we're gonna have to swim again?
No, you're not doing anything.
See, whenever water comes up, I feel like I'm being volunteered for things.
Levy,
I
would
don't
you
know
like to?
why. It's a
Larch,
it's a weird
actually.
feeling.
Levy, would you like to roll a perception check?
Yes, please.
$12. Kind of again glimmering off the bulbs of light and the torches. You can see something in the murky bed of water here.
Well, am I going in or is Larch going in?
I mean, any of us can do it. Like,
I'll go in. I'll look through the sea
Yeah,
stone,
no,
see if I can see anything.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
with super advantage. Since Levy's got all this sass, I'm just gonna start wandering my way to this north cavern.
has this been any different level of SAS?
18.
18.
All right. Yeah, you see a little shimmer in the water.
I will go in.
Okay, so it's about 10 feet deep and about 20 feet out. So you're going to have to swim out and down.
Let's go. Hey, this isn't so bad. I don't know why you guys complain about this all the time.
I'm throwing rocks at him.
Yeah, he probably dodges them.
Yeah.
Right.
The Dex build wizard / necromancer / fighter.
So
He's just backstroking and you're missing.
So you dive down, and you kind of... It's a little hard to dive down while the garnet's in your eye, and you manage to clasp onto something heavy. Seems to be fairly buried in the muck and the sediment.
We'll attempt to drag her.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
The buff wizard.
Yeah.
Hey!
There's nothing Larch can't do.
Like,
That's it. We have to
We
kill Larch
riot.
off to make this game fun.
If you consume large, you'll all get
you
his
touch
powers.
Larch and I will kill you.
All right, 17. You begin kind of heaving this large, like a serving platter with a handle out of the muck. And kind of beginning to shimmer in the water is a large, round
large?
shield.
Ooh. Hey, you got it.
It's worthless. Leave it.
I check it with the eye again. Is it worthless?
No, it seems pretty valuable.
It seems pretty
as
valuable.
you flip it over, there's a crest of two interlocking Zs. So one kind of goes across like this, and another one kind of starts here and goes across like that. And they're made. It seems like a gold filigree across the front of this shield.
Creative.
It looks pretty nice.
I'm pretty sure those are Z's.
I don't know what he's talking about.
The IQ in this cave just dropped 15 points, and it was at a bottom. It was
It was a low bar.
it was a very low bar.
Nobody even picked up the limbo stick yet.
I'm just gonna keep walking through that north cave.
Okay. So,
So,
Larch, you
Zed
bring
shield.
back this the shield.
Mhm.
It's once it comes out of water, it's actually fairly weighty.
Ooh. I'll just hold on to that for a little bit. If somebody else wants to carry it,
Add it to your pots and pans.
I'm just gonna. It's a walk for me if nobody takes it.
Can I carry it? Just to take care of it. Please don't cook in it.
You're more than welcome to.
I hope it's a magical shield and I just use it for baking.
It makes the food taste real good.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to carry it if you
The
prefer.
food tastes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry it for now.
All right.
I think the only one of us that would use a shield is you anyway.
Yeah, I'm proficient in them.
Yeah, because paladins definitely aren't proficient in shields.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
use it. I just wouldn't.
Other paladins. We're not talking about you.
Drapus is only proficient in two-hand fighting.
Now, if you remember, you're not a paladin, sir. So I wasn't talking about you.
That's true.
So Drapus has begun walking and wandering up to the northern parts of the cavern. To the left-hand side, there seems to be a large boulder covering an entryway.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep going.
Arch is gonna lift it.
Of course he would.
Are you all...
Sorry, it's a
Large cast disintegrate and it's gone.
like it's
you-
blocking an entryway.
It seems to be blocking the entryway, yeah.
I
So
want to make sure. I want to see if this tunnel connects to that northern tunnel.
You begin moving up even further, and it does indeed. And it seems to lead into a large section of pit, which just reeks of rat filth. And you assume that this is where that section, that horde of giant rats were hanging out.
Fun.
In here, you can also see dozens of, they look goblinoid bodies, half-eaten. And you assume that those were the bodies that went missing when you came into the cave the second time. Because the only thing that was left after the second time was the ogre bodies.
Fun. That's all it's in this room?
You can try and do a closer inspection.
Sure.
Okay. As you begin coming forward, you can see large sections of stalagmites and stalactites dripping down together. They almost completely touch. They're only a few inches apart. And behind that, you can see this small wayfish woman in just banded cloth, and she looks freezing cold, and she just kind of bleary-eyed with the torch coming in, just, hello? Help, please.
Hey everybody, I got somebody up here.
Larch will approach.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up there right away.
Okay. All right, so you guys begin coming up towards this section, and inside you can see there is a half-eaten corpse of a giant rat inside this cave beside her. She seems to be in the banded cloth. She seems to be bloodied. She looks freezing cold. She looks scratched and bruised. She as she lifts her hands up, showing she's no threat, you can see through the cloth that there's sections of just rib poking out of the skin. She's looking real bad. Please.
Like starved ribs showing, or like bones actually poking out?
Like skin's been peeled away, and you can see like white bone. Please help us.
I'm going to us. How many?
Yeah. Who
how
else
many
is
back
here?
there? I'm gonna take a step or two up.
Okay. You kind of take a few steps forward and peer into the this makeshift cave, or makeshift cage that's been made out of this cave, and it just looks like her. And this half-eaten rat.
I'm gonna pass her my water skin healing.
Okay, so you pass it between the stalactite bars, and she quickly latches it, or just grasps it out of your hand, uncorks it, just starts pouring it into her mouth, just drinking heavily.
Does she take all the charges? I mean, it was full, so
yeah, she just drowns herself in this water. She looks parched, dehydrated, emaciated. Okay. She looks real bad.
Well then,
and she. What?
You alright?
What is this? She begins collapsing back against the cave wall.
I'm looking around like, how did she get in there?
She is unconscious.
Okay, how'd she get in there?
Roll me an investigation check.
I've got my small battle axe out at this point.
Investigation.
19, very nice. You kind of look around and you can see the bottom stalagmites. There's little grind marks in the ground, and it looks like these are actually just rocks moved into place.
All right, I'm gonna start moving them out of place.
Okay.
I will assist him.
All right, let's have one of you roll me a strength check with advantage.
Now, is she unconscious, like dying unconscious? She is
unconscious, blood kind of dripping from her face, leaning up against the back of this this cave wall.
I used the locket. I'm kidding.
Okay. Sure, if you want to use it on her, why not?
I nuke myself.
Just boil a bit of flesh inside you, that's fine. 12. You kind of try and maneuver these rocks out of the way. They're not budging. They're heavy.
Hey, Sid, come help me.
Yeah, I'll give him a hand.
All right, Sid, roll me a
Actually,
strength
I'm
check.
gonna help Sid.
Athletics?
Just a strength. $14. No, they don't seem to be budging. These are heavy stone.
I'm just trying to tip it over, like pull it back from the top. Just tip it over, get it out of the way, or is it
It's
nothing?
not moving.
Well, she's dead. Next. No.
Well, hold on.
There's just a trail of blood leading down from her cheek.
Can I reach through and touch her?
You could probably reach her foot or something. Yeah, she's
Okay.
like slumped against the back wall.
I'm gonna peel off my glove and reach through and grab her by the foot. And I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Grab a tiger by the toe.
Roll me a quick medicine check, Sid.
Sid just going, and this little piggy went wee 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 all the way.
As his little piggy breaks off.
So you grasp onto this woman's foot and you cast Spare the Dying. And you just get this strange sense it's not taking.
Listen, I turned to everybody else. She's already dead. She was dead before we got here.
Sid, is your hand still through the bars?
You probably would have left it there, yeah.
Right. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay, you feel as you're kind of grasping her leg trying to cast the spell, two bony, sharp hands grasp onto your arm and try and bite into your flesh. You quickly yank it back through the bars, and now where this woman was before, she is a taunt flesh skeleton with feral looking features, and she's just grasping through the bars, snarling at all of you.
Oh, Dracus, you're up.
I quickly back away.
I'm swinging my axe.
Okay.
Like if she came up and he's backing off, I'm.
All right, roll me an attack with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're trying to maneuver it through these bars. You hit against her arm, and where you assume you'd sink into flesh, it hits bone, and your hands kind of reverberate off this bone. She's just snapping and snarling, hand reaching through the bars, trying to grasp at anything. You're trying to kill us! Murderers!
Who are we trying to kill?
Roll me a dexterity saving throw. Drapus and Sid.
Oh great, yeah! Here comes a fucking rock.
This is why Levy's always back from everything. Okay,
As-
Levy
As
sucks.
she's speaking, she's just putting out vitriol, and this spray of black ichor splashes across the both of you. You both take 15 points. Drapus, this is halved because it's acid.
Okay. So you do +1 or -1 on odds? So
It's
7 or 8.
It's 7. Halved lowered. And she's just kind of staring at you, all of you, with hatred in her eyes. And just heaving, seething hatred. And then she kind of begins calming down and tucks away to the side. What are you guys going
That's
to do?
I'm calling it quits. To hell with her.
She can't get out of there. Just leave her.
We hate you!
Yeah, I hate you too. You can stay in there and rot.
Okay, bye.
So, you guys are in this chamber. It is filled with rat droppings, half-eaten carcasses. What would you guys like to do?
I'd love
guess
to
we
kill
do it.
her, but
Want to check out that big rock again?
yeah, let's go do that. Levy, go get her.
Yeah, the one with a
I
reach
was
weapon.
going to until she tucked away to the side. I'm not going in there to get her.
You got
I'm
a reach
fine,
weapon.
leave it.
You're fine.
Stab her through the bars.
Yeah, you got
I
a
was
reach.
going to shoot her through the bars, but you tucked her over to the side. I'm not moving where she can spit at me. Not
How
happening.
far did her spit go?
About 15 feet.
Yeah, not happening. Not worth it for me, unless you give me a reason to kill her.
She's already dead.
She's just seething and just cursing at all of you.
Then let her sit and stew. I'm fine.
Yeah, let's go. I'm out. I'm going back to the rock. Was that the rock? Yeah, that was the rock.
Yes, it was. So you all head back further south.
Yeah, I spit back at her one time before I go.
Oh my god, why is this being so slow? Hold on. Trying to find a note here for a second. Give me a second here.
If the players do not kill this lady,
Just see.
Kill the players.
yeah, the rock that they try and push rolls back on them.
I mean, we could try. The only thing is, we could try to find out if she was undead before or after she arrived in the cave.
I hate you, servants of Talona! She says after
Do I
Sid
know-
spits at her.
Do I know
any of
what
us
that
know
is
that?
reference to?
I do.
I look at Sid.
Where'd you come from? I'm staying back, but I'm calling out to her.
I hate you!
Yeah, we've established this.
You can see she kind of peers out from the side. Just the one sunken eye kind of peering through these natural bars. You did this to us.
I did.
Your god.
Yeah, she does a lot of things to a lot of people.
I hate you.
I sort of just like run my hand along my like scarred and rashy face, and I'm just like, yeah, look what she did to me.
You'll see. It'll come again.
No, it won't.
And her body begins kind of shivering and it collapses backwards into the darkness. So Drapus, you're trying to figure out this rock?
Yeah,
It's a pretty big bird.
it's a big rock.
Yeah, get it. Big bird. Yeah, it seems kind of wedged in place.
I'm gonna give it the old slip disc push.
All right, go ahead and roll me. Levy, would you like to assist Drapus? All right.
Yep.
One of you can roll me in athletics with advantage then. Drapus, 20.
Hey.
Okay. So you begin pushing, you hear the grinding sound of stone against stone as you push it inward. And inside you see a small glistening pile of coins. As well
I get a
as a few
second pouch out,
chests.
an empty one, and start untying it.
I'm gonna go in there and start checking stuff out.
Okay. You find
Like how Levy rolls her eyes and gets ready to carry a bunch of gold.
The bag.
I am a pack mule at this point.
you find 120 gold pieces,
Okay.
85 silver pieces, 309 copper pieces. You also find inside the chest a matching pair of silver salt and pepper shakers, worth 25 gold pieces for the pair. A blood-stained leather case containing a complete set of thieves' tools. A holy symbol of some deity carved from wood and inlaid with gold, worth 25 gold pieces. And just
How much was that? 25, you said?
Yes. Where is... There's the DMG. I'm gonna bring out the real book. Let's see here.
The salt and pepper shaker. Push it. Push it real good.
All right, and can someone roll me a D100, please?
That's you, Sid.
All right.
Levy's got an abacus out at this point.
And inside the chest, you also find. Roll me a D4 now, Sid.
A fucking poison dart to the face.
2.
4 of them.
You find 2 potions of healing.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. So, Levy gets the pile of monies. I'm going to keep the. Actually, no, Sid or Larch. You like the cooking stuff. I'm gonna hand him the salt and pepper shakers. Sid, does this holy symbol mean anything to you?
Do I recognize it?
Roll me religion. Uh, 20. Yes, it does. This is the holy symbol of Sylvanas.
That's my girl.
It is a carved inlay of gold of a oak feather.
Yeah, you can sell this.
Does it? Oh, okay. Is that all the value it has for us?
Doesn't have any value to me.
Large.
Yep.
Is this magical at all?
Nope.
Is it magical
I mean, they glimmer a bit,
or
but
worth a lot?
Okay.
they glimmer.
I can test it later.
All right. I'm just gonna keep the thieves' tools, the holy symbol, one of the healing potions, and give the other healing potion to Levy.
Also, Drapus, you no longer have your water skin.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just letting you know.
Yeah, I left it up there.
Okay. This seems to be all that the cave has to offer.
Okay.
Well, then where the hell's Morak?
I'm gonna go back up there and get my water skin.
It's with the creature.
Yeah, I know. I'm
It's
gonna go
in
back up there and get my water skin.
It's in the bars.
I know. I'm gonna go up there and get my water skin.
Okay, how are you gonna do that from outside of the bars?
I'm going to go up and Like I'm to the side to where she can't spit on me, and I'm gonna like reach around and just knock on the bars and see if I get any reaction. Like, hello.
Nothing.
You should still have that silver jug that you filled with it too.
I didn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
a silver jug.
I had you. Somebody
Oh,
else
did
was
I have-
carrying it. Yeah, because I said I've got the silver jug, but I can't carry it with everything else I have. So you filled it and kept it.
Just drop one of your weapons, Levine.
Not happening.
How far inside the bars is the water skin?
9 feet.
Somebody get a really long stick.
That
Only
would
we
be
had
your
someone
weapon.
with
Yeah,
a
like
glaive.
a glaive or something.
Yeah, hence me saying somebody else get a really long stick because you're not
Hey,
using my
Levy.
glaive.
I've got
Can
a.
Drapus borrow your glaive?
Hang on. I got something to say.
Mm-mm.
She complains about being the only job she has is being a pack mule, but as soon as we give her something to do that she can do, she never wants to.
My glaive is not a tool for you to use and drag a cheap water skin that you could replace anywhere out of a dangerous cell. My glaive will not do that work.
Oh, but my axe can take down a door that gets thrown into a wall. And
I didn't tell you you had to use an axe. I watched you use your foot.
I'm gonna try and move the rock again.
Doesn't budge.
Okay, then I guess I'll just leave.
There's
Fine.
only unfortunately there's only so many times you can roll. I'm not going to let you just keep rolling for the same check, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're good. I'm just gonna leave then. Fine.
Just huff off in a stomp
Yeah.
off in a huff. Fine, keep my water skin.
Yeah, give Levy the shoulder check on the way by.
Levy, I think that water skin had sentimental value.
That was his grandma's
And my
water
glaive
skin.
doesn't.
No, it's not that it has sentimental value. It's that I'm the only one losing shit around here. And just walk off.
So, the cave's been cleared. You've managed to gather some coin, some resources, some items. There is a couple dozen people at the mouth of the cave waiting for you guys to tell them what to do. What's the plan?
There was no Morak anywhere.
There was no Morak, nor no sign of Morak.
I'm going to. Well, Sid, you've been talking to him. Go talk to what's her name.
Yeah. Now, I'll go up and talk to her. You're sure they brought him further into the cave?
Yeah, I saw them take. I saw them take Morak directly across from where we were held.
Now, which one was directly across?
Where the woman was kept. Where that vicious beast was kept that was cursing at you guys.
I'm pretty sure they ate Morak. I don't say that to her.
Hey, Drapus, do you think they ate Morak?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna walk off. I'm just walking off.
What? Why? Who would have eaten Morak?
I mean, we went to the back of that cave. There's nobody there.
Was there other ways back out of the cave?
Not that we saw. We checked every way that we saw, right?
Yeah, I went all the way in, and nothing was ever said that there was another way out of the room. Other than the around the corner where that girl was.
There was also back down toward the Warrens, towards the flooded section, and then back out the cave.
Yeah.
So it's not like they would have had to walk right across the center of the room with him.
Yeah.
They could have taken him through the back.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the main mouth of the cave, though, there's no way of getting out of the whole cave system. But they could get out without walking right in front of her. So he's from what we saw, he's not in the cave.
So basically, he could have been taken out without her seeing.
Yeah,
Like she was in a pit.
yeah, she was in that pit. And they went over to the top left. They could have went down where that stone was, out around, and then out without ever crossing in front of her.
Yeah.
So they could have walked up there, went around, and then out, and she would have never known they walked out the side door, pretty much.
Listen, either he's gone, or he's gone.
I see.
You're so smooth, you know that.
Just like
He knew the risks. Let's just try and get these people back to Nightstone, if possible.
Agreed.
What time of day is it now?
It's around 3 p.m.
And it was a 2-day trip via the road?
Correct.
is Nightstone the best choice?
I mean, that's these people's homes.
Nightstone's been attacked twice now. And is destroyed.
Rocks literally rain from the sky.
Is there another city close by, relatively close by, that everybody could go to in the meantime?
We might be able to see if we can seek refuge in Daggerford. Otherwise, we'd have to take all these people to Waterdeep, which is an even further journey than Nightstone.
How far is Daggerford?
From the mountains, probably only a day's travel.
That would be my vote.
It's honestly, you guys can do what you want to do, but I would suggest not going back there because we got there and it was attacked by goblins, and then rocks fell, and then there were orcs. So, like, it's not exactly, you left for a reason. That reason hasn't been fixed yet.
You're right. Well, yeah, if we don't really have much to offer you, but if you guys could help escort us to Daggerford.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Is everybody else good going to Daggerford?
Mm-hmm.
I would like a nice place to sleep for the night.
Okay, let's. How long is it going to take us to? Are we going to get there today, or are we going to have to camp?
It's going to be about 10-hour journey from the Vial to the Daggerford.
Okay.
It's around 3 p.m. So you could travel throughout till night, but who knows what's going to.
I know you guys. So we have two options: we can travel and then set up camp, or, and I know you guys might not like this, we can stay here, knowing that it's cleared out now, and it's shelter because it's a cave, and then leave in the morning.
I'm fine with either of those plans.
I'm more talking to the civilians because they've been held captive here. I don't. If it's traumatic for them, I don't want them to like keep staying here. But knowing that it's cleared out and that we will be here, it is kind of a safe place to stay now. Not telling them about the lady in the back because we'll take care of that.
Kella speaks up. The only issue with staying here would be food and shelter. I don't know if the caves are going to be really the best place to seek shelter.
Caves actually make really good shelter. You're out of the weather at that point. I mean, yes, it's cold, but we can get some fires going. Food, we're all in that same problem. We're just going to have to wait till tomorrow.
I mean, if we can forage some stuff, I've got some pots and pans I can cook with.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
you guys can try hunting.
Speaking
of, who's got that pan?
Those are the two options. Like, if the people want to go, we can go ahead and start going. But no, you're walking through an area that something may come up versus an area that we already have cleared. So you're camping in an unknown spot versus camping in a known spot.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna speak to the people and see what they want. And Kella walks back towards the group of people and they begin kind of talking amongst themselves. about 5 or 6 minutes go by, and okay, I think we've decided to stay here for the night.
Okay. Is all of us, my group, are we all good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's easier to keep
I
watch.
only see one issue with our group with that. We all know what it is, and I think we can handle it. I think it's been handled. Talking about the lady without trying to spook everybody.
I thought it was gonna be Levine with her obsession with her glaive.
Yeah. No, yeah. We all have an issue. It's Levine.
Levine starts walking away with all the money.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No.
No, come back. Yeah, so I say we go in there, find a relatively clean place to put everybody, get a fire going, make sure everybody's warm and stuff, and then go through our rest period. If you guys have any hunters or anybody that can hunt, we can, it's still early, we could try and go find some dinner, but I don't want us to go too far.
All right. So, about a couple dozen feet into the mouth of the cave is going to be your best spot, because otherwise you're dealing with rotting corpse smell throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
Who would like to roll a survival check to see how the hunting goes?
Is anybody trained on survival?
Nope.
I mean, I got.
Who has the highest wisdom?
If I had to rate how good I was at it, I would say about a +3.
I got a big old.
That's what Sid says.
Honestly, the people that are most likely to have the backstory of hunting would be me, Larch, or Levy.
Nah, I would never hunt an animal.
You'd be a gatherer. You remind me of Jack Black in Year One.
That is so telling. I walked out of that movie.
Yeah.
Levy, I'm kind of beat up. Do you want to go hunting with them? With the couple of people that are willing to go hunting?
Sure.
You have a bow. I do not.
I do have
You
a
wanna
bow.
leave-
Yes.
Just
that
use
is
an
a-
axe.
If you guys want to leave the,
Swing it. You love throwing
No,
it.
Drapus is just gonna do his acid spray all over it.
Just Leviathan axe the deer.
I just bring back a bowl of deer.
Right, Levy. Go ahead and roll me, since you've been voluntold, roll me a survival check then.
before they
Used to that
leave,
at this point.
I would ask, hey, do you guys want to leave the shield and dagger with me? See if I can figure anything out about those.
Yeah, I'll definitely hand the shield back to him.
I'll hand him the dagger.
Okay, 19. Very nice, Levine. So with the assistance of a couple of the people from the city, or the town, sorry, you all go off and you're out for about 2 hours or so. You manage to get a few giant lizards for food. They like to scurry.
Is Drapus upset?
No,
Darn.
he didn't know him. They didn't know each other.
The racism.
These giant lizards, they're about 13 feet long, nice, muscly. They like to hide into crevasses and caves and stuff in the mountains. So they're pretty easy to hunt. They're not too fast moving. So you guys managed to down a couple of those and bring them back. And Larch goes ahead and cooks up a nice meal for everyone. And you all, it's basically like a nice stew. You've managed to get some sprigs of rosemary and stuff from the nearby patches of brush, and it's a nice meal. It's nothing like king worthy or anything, but it's a good hearty meal. Probably the best meal these guys have had in a few days at least.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
So, are you guys taking watch?
Absolutely want to take a watch. Not so much at the mouth of the cave, but kind of watching the backside in case fucking she-bitch gets loose.
Well, Sid is actually going to set up his bed roll back by the she bitch. Not
Camp with her? Like,
Tell ghost stories to each other, braid each other's hair.
they are the ghost stories.
Just talk about all the different times you scared people.
Well, since you're gonna go camp back there, try and get my water skin back.
I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Right, let's see here. Just getting this stuff ready for large.
Just kidding. I'm gonna grab a drink then.
Before I identify the dagger, I'd probably try like polishing it off and wiping
Okay.
away some of that rust.
As you begin polishing some of the rust off and everything, it shines up pretty nicely. Actually, it's got a nice blue silvery tint to it. It seems to, even in this rusted state, it holds a very fine edge. It's pretty nice dagger.
Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Is there anything Large can't do?
He's a master of all trades.
He can do
Not
everything.
Jack of all, master of all.
And as you go through and cast your thing,
I cast thing.
Little hand starts crawling across the floor.
Okay.
It's actually Sid's hand.
Could it go get the water skin?
The leprosy, his hand just falls off.
I have to look up the second thing.
all right.
Yeah. Do you have mage hand? I wouldn't.
No.
Never mind. I wouldn't know what that is. I didn't ask you that.
Mage hand, what's that?
Oh yeah, Larch probably wouldn't know many spells that he doesn't have.
Right, so let's have one of you roll me just a quick, quick and simple D20, please.
I got it. Oh, so it lags, and then I roll it again. Anyway,
2.
the 2 was first.
Okay. Sid, you're hanging out by Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Okay. So Levy, Larch, and Drapus, you guys are hanging out at the mouth of the cave with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are keeping watch. Are any of you keeping watch outside the cave or just inside the cave?
No, I'm watching outside the cave. I'm not. I'm over the cave right now.
I'm also going to have villagers or the townspeople are getting in on this too. They're not just getting a free ride.
They're human
somebody
shields?
can stand. Somebody can stand there and be an alarm though.
Hey!
They don't have to fight.
Oh shit! Something! Hey! Look over here!
What's your name?
Look over here!
Ezekiel.
So you have a nice long rest. Go ahead and mark off that you are now level 4.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey.
Levine. During the early hours of dawn, it's around 4 in the morning. You see something skulking around in the brushes outside the cave. Would you like to go investigate?
How far away?
Probably only about 80 feet or so from the mouth of the cave.
Okay. I'm going to move. And everyone else is still asleep, right? It's still that early?
Yes, everyone's still asleep. This is the
Okay.
last watch for the day.
Okay. I'm going to wake up Sid.
Sid's all the way in the back, all the way in the cave.
Oh, you're with the
Wonder Woman, yeah.
The
I
group.
thought that was Drapus. Yeah, sorry. Then I'm gonna wake up Drapus and tell him there's movement.
Are you being loud or are you being quiet about this?
No, I'm being quiet.
All right. So
And I'm going to
Drapus-
start working my way towards it very slowly.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please. Drapus, you begin getting shook awake by Levine. Good job, Sid. That'll come in useful. Drapus, so you just saw Levine come up. They said that something seems to be moving outside the mouth of the cave. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get my stuff ready and go with her.
Okay. Are you also stealthing?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. So, Levine, you begin kind of crouching down to the ground, slowly working your way out of the mouth of the cave. And as you're walking forward, you accidentally step onto a twig and it just cracks, and you kind of stop. Just hold your breath for a second. And in one of the bushes, you can see a pair of decent-sized glowing yellow eyes kind of peering out in the darkness of the bush. It seems to be clocking you.
Okay. I get Drapus's attention and point at the bush because I doubt he can see it. Right. Like they're glowing because of my dark vision, right? They're not glowing because they're innately actually glowing.
They seem to just be reflecting the moonlight, almost like a cat's cat's eyes or something.
Good.
Except these don't seem cat; they seem like a yellowish tinge to them. Drapus, they get pointed out to you, and you can see them in the bush. There's just two fairly large eyes, larger than like a humanoid's eyes.
I'm getting my light crossbow out.
Okay.
I've got my my great sword out.
Okay.
About how far away is it?
At this point, it's around 40 feet or so.
Like, how big does it look? Like, eyes off the ground, how big would I guess it to be?
The brambles and bush it's hiding in cover a good 20-foot section outside of this cave. This creature, it seems to be about 4 feet off the ground. These eyes kind of peering out of the brush.
Do they look like they're looking in our direction?
Yes, they definitely do.
Okay, I'm going to circle around clockwise and see if the eyes follow me or stay on her.
Okay. One
I'm
eye
still being stealthy.
one eye follows.
This is bullshit.
It seems to be clocked upon Levy.
Okay.
And as you kind of get further out and around, you kind of hear this soft growling. It sounds canine.
Growling from the bush that we were watching?
Yeah.
Not elsewhere. Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm going to keep working to where I'm on its flank and then start moving in.
Okay. Levine, as you're...
Sorry, I missed all of that. I got a spam call, which shuts off my earphones. So
I'm going all the way clockwise until I'm on its right side, and then I'm moving in.
Okay. As he's doing that, I'm actually going to just very slowly start taking, like, what I want to see what happens, like, if I lean back, like I'm moving backwards from it. If that's...
It's still watching you. It blinks every so often, but still... It doesn't necessarily seem strictly aggressive. It just seems cautious.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I had a feeling.
Has it looked like it's noticed me at all?
Just seems to be keeping
I'm
an eye
going
on
to.
Levine.
I'm going to find a place to, like, because it was 40 feet away. So I'm going to move up to a place where I could sit next to a bush or a tree or something, just kind of hang out. That way, if it starts darting, I'm close enough to dart to it. But if it comes at me, I've got something that I can, like, negotiate behind.
Okay. Roll me a quick perception check, Trapus. Three. Okay.
You negotiate all the way up to the bush it's in.
You still just hear that faint kind of growling.
Okay.
Again, not strictly aggressive, just seems kind of warning,
Yeah.
like a warning growl.
All right. Like I said, I'm going to get up to about 25, 30 feet away and just find a tree or something that I can just... This is where I'm going to hang out. I know you're there. You stay there. It's not going to be a big deal.
I want to see if I can coax this thing out of the bush. Like,
Okay.
not necessarily like, come here, like, I want to pet you, but I want to, come here, no. Drapus comes out of the bush, no.
It was lush all along.
Yeah, I want to see if, like, what I can do, even if it's like Levy's version of a soothing tone or my continuing to move backwards, if it will come slowly out of the bush. At least I don't want to blind fire into a bush and, like, murder somebody's pet
Right.
and piss them off. Like,
Roll
if this
me-
is somebody's guard dog.
Roll me an animal handling check, please.
Okay.
14. Okay, you kind of take a few steps back, and its eyes kind of get a little bit lower. It's like it's kind of slowly crawling out, and as it begins slowly coming out of the this just brush and bramble, it's a fairly large-looking wolf. It's got bone protrusions off its shoulders, but its fur is loose on its body. You can see scabs and knotted fur all over its body.
It's mangy.
It looks not too healthy.
Can that be my pet?
I'm going to try to get Sid a pet.
It needs a
I've-
dog.
Yeah, I've got some rations on me. Is there any of the rations that it would be attracted to?
I mean, it's
Rations
a dog.
usually have dried meats and stuff. So.
Dogs eat
Yeah.
anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
but
you
I
get.
throw a
I mean,
license plate.
it's sus, so it would have to be.
tasty.
Yeah, so I'm going to use some of my rations, like a large portion of my rations. I'll refill later. I don't care. And toss it towards it, like as close to it as I can get without hitting it. I don't want to just eat it. I just eat it.
Just beam it upside with a piece of jerky. All right, you toss this piece of just dried jerky, and it kind of slowly comes forward, lunges towards it, and just kind of eyes dead on you. Just quickly starts scoffing it down. As it's getting slowly a bit more, not necessarily more comfortable, just a little less spooked. You can hear like a faint wheezing coming from it as it's also growling.
Okay.
It seems like something's up with it. And
Like maybe we can
roll me
heal
a
it?
quick perception check.
Can do.
7. It seems to be favoring. It seems to be favoring its back right paw. So like it's kind of slightly. It doesn't seem to be putting much weight onto it.
All right,
Trapus, what are
I'm
you
going
doing?
to put my light crossbow away while it's eating.
All right, Trapus, what are you up to?
Just holding that ground, waiting for this wolf to attack Levy.
Okay, Trapus, another perception check, please.
Nat 20. Boom!
Okay. You kind of stand there listening and watching Levy do this, and you hear from the bush as well a soft yip, just a little bark, and
We got puppies.
you see a small snout kind of stick out of the bush. It seems to be smelling around, and it's these tiny little yellow eyes lock onto you. And it just kind of cocks its head, its ears kind of flopping down. Again, this thing, you see more of it, its face it's got scabs and stuff all over its face. It looks emaciated. It does not look healthy, and it kind of cocks its eyes, its ear kind of flopping off the side, hitting the ground. It's got long ears, and just kind of looks at you, and ducks back into the bush. A few seconds later, you see that one and another one poke its head, and then a third and a fourth. You see 4 of these direwolf pups kind of peeking out at you.
I'm going to work my way back around to Levy really wide.
Okay.
Work my way back around.
Roll me another stealth check, please. Okay, Levy, as you're kind of slowly coaxing this creature out, just kind of giving it a little bit more food, even some of the dried cram and stuff, it hears a rock kind of get kicked against the ground, and it quickly snaps its head over and just goes back into like a aggressive mode, turns its side on, and is watching both you and Drapus kind of slowly come from the side, and it begins walking back into the bush.
Like, I'm going to, like, do I know that, did I notice it noticed me?
Yes. This thing is very, very visibly just kind of eyeing you.
All right. I'm going to stop the sneaking and just very visibly, like, I'm leaving. I'm walking away. Like, still going around back to Levy, but, like, not showing any interest towards that bush at all.
Okay. It just kind of keeps looking between the two of you, and then occasionally looking back towards the bush. Its head's just kind of slightly peeking out of it now.
While that's happening, I'm going to use up my rations at this point. Whatever I've got left, and what I want to do is I'm going to sit on the ground and start, like, tossing it slowly, trying to get the attention off of Drapus, and I want to speak just very softly. How close is Drapus to me at this point? He's skirting around, but...
At this point, he's probably about 10 feet away.
Okay, so I'm going to very levelly and monotonely tell Drapus to keep walking and go get, like, any of the leftover lizard meat.
Okay, on the
just
way
keep
by,
moving.
like,
Just keep moving.
Yeah, on the way by, there's 4 puppies. And
okay.
I'm gonna go. If there wasn't, well, was there any leftovers? Because I know that they were hungry. So
yeah, that's what I was asking.
There's bones and such. There's like gizzards and
anything
innards and stuff
in there.
Some scraps. Come back. Give them to her.
Are you going to wake up Larch before you do this? Just wondering.
No.
Okay.
No. So my plan is I'm gonna go grab the scraps, go give them to her, then walk towards the camp to where it's just her, but I'm going to stay 25 feet behind her. That way I can get to her. And then I'm going to sit down and lean up against a tree or something and just kind of watch what happens.
Okay.
Let her do her thing.
So
I want to keep doing that very slowly. I don't want to toss it all out at once, but also I want to end up trying, if this will work out, I want to end up trying pouring the water we've got from the silver jug and seeing if they'll drink it.
Okay. Over the next 10-15 minutes, this just massive creature slowly comes in and out of the bush a few times. The scraps disappear. Larch, around this time, you're beginning to wake up. And you kind of wake up, do a quick yawn. Most of the civilians are still sleeping. Your 2 allies that were not in the cave or that were not back making out with Wonder Woman are not to be seen.
I just got the picture of like teeth clinking together.
Gold teeth.
Two brace faces.
Yeah.
You just throw the pocket teeth at her.
17. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Love it. Gross. Sid, you're disgusting. I know.
Look around and
Just in general, Sid, you're fucking gross, man. Alright, thanks. Good friends.
I'm aware.
Get to town, I'm gonna buy a fucking bucket of Purell. Oh god.
I guess I'm gonna sit there and do my watch at the cave entrance.
Okay.
Watches are over. She was doing the last watch
Yeah, you're waking up in morning time.
in the morning.
Then I guess I'm cleaning up the pots and pans from the night before and getting ready to head off.
I just picture Larch as like that old grandma that has to clean the cast iron just right and re-season it and get it all ready.
And he's holding it up.
Levy, as you're slowly tormenting this poor beast, it suddenly gets very aggressive again and just staring back into the mouth of the cave behind you.
It's just staring into the cave.
It's staring back behind you and just growling. And as you're kind of wondering, you hear ting dong, ding 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 dong dong, ding 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 dong, just clanging pots and pans, scrubbing water.
It thinks. So my assumption is kind of it is something was hunting them from the cave.
Maybe. That or it just doesn't like the sudden loud noises of pots and pans banging together.
Yeah. I'm going to ask Drapus to get Larch, to bring Larch.
Quick, we need a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Feed him to the beast.
I get up and start going over to get Larch. Larch,
Ah.
there's a dog and puppies out here.
Ooh, puppies. I dropped the pots and pans.
The dog bolts away from the cave, the 4 pups chasing after it. And they begin going off behind one of the foothills.
I heard there's puppies.
There were.
Oh.
There were. Whatever I haven't thrown to them at this point, I'm going to leave in a little pile under the bush where it was.
Okay.
And I'm just going to walk away.
Okay, let's go get everybody. We got 10 hours of traveling. Let's get everybody up and get everybody going.
Sid.
Yep.
You think it's morning. You're beginning to slowly kind of groggily wake up. And as you wake up, you kind
Your
of
main squeeze is sitting next to you.
You kind of look around and you can see one of the children from the village are just kind of standing behind one of the stalactites, just kind of watching you.
Can I help you?
As soon as you speak and start moving, they just bolt back towards the group.
Yeah, I'm used to kids staring at me.
Maybe you should put your clothes on.
Insight check.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Why don't you have a seat? Just have a seat right here.
You sound like Chris Hansen.
I'll make note of which kid it was, but I'm not gonna chase after him or anything.
Get back here! Knife raised.
Pretty sure here in about an hour we're all gonna get an Amber Alert.
Oh no.
No, I
body
mean,
has been found.
Sid's fairly used to people staring at him, so he's not like totally thrown off by it. But we're level 4.
Yes, sir.
As I awake, I'm level 4. Has there been any movement inside that cage?
None.
None at all.
No sound of breathing or anything.
So as I wake up, and I'm sort of staring at Drapus's water skin, and I just feel so bad for the guy because he lost his axe, and now he's lost his like emotional support water skin. So I'm gonna take my glove off and sort of hold my hand out, and sort of like a copy of my hand is going to appear on the floor. And it's gross and blistery, and it's gonna skitter across the floor, leaving behind like a trail of like green pus everywhere it steps.
Your hand leaves a snail trail.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna grab Drapus's water skin and pull it back to me.
All right.
I don't even want it now.
It's light. It's empty.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Are you grabbing it by the mouth of the water skin or by the chin strap?
No,
Or
by the strap.
Okay.
The strap.
Just get your pus all over the mouth now.
Well, yeah. No, it's on the strap, and then I'll put my glove back on before I pick it up. And the sort of the gross hand comes up and just sits on my shoulder and hangs out there. And I'm going to I'll bring that back to the main cavern, and when I see Drapus, I'll just give him his water skin.
Is it full?
I believe it's empty, right?
I wasn't sure if you'd filled it for him.
No, I'm
Okay.
not going. I'm not touching that water.
Oh, why not? Okay. Drapus, you have a water skin. It is empty.
I'll go fill it back up
Okay.
with the magical goodness water.
Right. Heading back into the cave, back towards the water pit. The water is empty.
Fine. I'm gonna walk over to like the villagers and be like, "Get up!"
Some of them are already beginning to wake up, but a few of them just bolt up. It's like, what's happening?
It's time to go.
Okay. Kella
Still covered
approaches-
up. Still
Yeah.
covered up.
Kella approaches, says, "You could have done that a bit more, friendly."
I give her that like.
So, you guys begin your travel towards Daggerford.
Dagger.
I love how Jesse stares at the screen for a second and then starts chuckling and then laughing.
I like the deadpan stare. It worked for me.
Yeah.
So, you've got, now that you've actually been able to count, you've got around 27 villagers, as well as 4 children. How you guys going to do this? You guys just going to send them ahead and you guys keep up the rear, or what's the plan here?
They are not for eating.
I'm not carrying anybody on my back. I think probably we should try and get them to go.
Campaign.
That's a true story. I think we should probably have 2 of us in front and 2 behind and go in a double column.
Okay.
It won't be that long with just 27 people.
Yeah, you managed to get them
One
to...
can be kind of moving around the outside.
I mean, is it road or cross country?
It's cross-country.
All right. Then
You managed to get them in 3 by 9 row, and 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and you guys managed to slowly begin the travels. The day, it's nice. It's early spring. Dawn came fairly early. Dusk will set pretty early as well. But the weather itself, it's got a little bit of chill in the air from a southern wind. But other than that, it's a nice day. You travel a good few hours, take a break, another good few hours, take another break, and before long, you begin coming to the large palisaded walls of Daggerford.
Dagger.
And
Dagger
this
Fort.
town, it's got a good... It's not a large town, it's not a large city per se, but it's got a few hundred people population. It's got palisade walls all along. It's got 2 gates, north and south, as well as a small dock going into the marshes, where fishing and some trade and stuff goes through. And you guys managed to go through. Kella is very thankful that you guys escorted them to Daggerford. If it's at all possible, after we've been here for a day or so, would you mind meeting up again? I think I might have a job for you guys, if you would be interested at least.
Sure.
I'm
That's
not
what
doing
everyone's.
anything.
What kind of job?
I need to speak to the mayor first, but we need someone to send word to Waterdeep about what's going on, and if possible, we'd like to maybe hire you guys for that. Seeing as you guys arrived even before the army did at Nightstone and managed to basically liberate our entire peoples, those that survived at least. So
I'll stay and wait.
Yeah.
if you didn't, it'd be a very short campaign. All right, and Levine leaves the group.
And I'm out! Which is full on my character.
Bye.
All right, it's just the biggest split the party. Levine's now up in Icewind Dale. You guys are down in Waterdeep.
Solo album.
Yeah, that's when Levine leaves the Pussycat Dolls.
Ginger Spice.
She's not a Pussycat Doll.
Am I old now?
Yes. No, I know. Okay, so the city of Daggerford, there are 2 main taverns. There is the Rusty Cup and Hangman's Noose. Which would you guys like to stay at?
Hangman's Noose sounds pretty cool.
I guess the Hangman's Noose it is.
Okay, good talk, everyone. Right, so you guys head forth. This city is divided on a main quadrant. There's basically one main road that splits into 4, with just kind of 4 pockets in the center. And you guys manage to find Hangman's Noose, and you find it by the fact that there is a set of gallows hanging outside, or set up outside this tavern. And you assume that this may be the reason why this place is called the Hangman's Noose. You step inside. It's fairly... it's a fairly nice tavern. There's some crystal vases and stuff behind the bar, but the general decor is just pretty standard. There's a big mouth bass up on one of the walls. There's a nice fireplace. There's several tables, and there seems to be a pale blue skinned humanoid behind the bar. They've got short cropped hair, and they just seem to be maintaining the bar. You assume that this is probably either a bartender or the owner or something.
If the bass starts singing, Levy leaves.
Only if you press the button.
The new ones are motion censored.
Yeah, we don't like those.
Is this
Actually,
Overwatch?
there's a new one that is.
It is.
Is it?
It's the
Yeah, it is.
Overwatch theme song.
Interesting. There's a new one actually that's Alexa controlled.
Demonetized.
You can get an Alexa controlled Big Mouth Bass.
Wow.
Yeah. But this what you assume is a genasi. They kind of, oh, how's it going, friends?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. What's the deal?
I think we're looking for a place to stay, right?
Are you asking me or your friends?
It's kind of a general question to everyone in the vicinity.
Do you have
Yeah.
rooms available?
Hi, we've got several rooms. Doubled up, partners, one big room, singles. What you want?
Well, these two will be taking a double room. I pointed
Sit and
Drapus and
Drapus.
Levy.
Citrus.
I'm taking a single.
Hi, signal. Yeah, we can do 4 signals. That'll be 2 silver pieces apiece per room, please.
I'll put down a gold.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. That's very kind. Food, drink. What's your poison?
Ale.
Yeah, we can do that. You, sir, behind the cloth. What do you like?
Ale also.
Okay. Madam Devil, what about you?
Only water.
Okay, aye. Salt or
I
fresh?
knew it.
Salt or fresh?
Fresh, please.
Aye. And Furbolg?
Yeah, take one of both of those ones.
Salt and fresh? Or ale and water?
Yeah.
All right, coming up. Please help yourselves. Regular crowds probably going to shuffle in at around 9 o'clock.
I move over to a table along the side.
It's like early evening right now, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
we
it's,
just got
it's
into
around
town.
6. It's around 6 p.m.
I could do with a bite to eat as well.
What's your food? Meats,
Meat.
dairies. What you need?
Just meat.
Yeah, just bring a big plate of meat and some like breads.
Furbolg, that's okay with you?
Yeah.
All right. And Madam Devil, everything all right? Okay. Do you need any of the other services? Armor polishing, weapon sharpening, massages, baths, anything?
Where can I sell some stuff?
Sell some stuff? Oh, that you'd probably want to head down to the market.
A particular direction? How far? I'm new here.
The best spot's probably the Jolly Expedition. She's about 2 blocks northward. She's gonna be open for another hour or so.
Okay.
Maybe we should.
While we're waiting on food, I'm gonna go head that way.
My name's Nima, by the way. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Large Hudson. I put a hand out.
They shake it and give you a quick nod. All right, so is anyone else heading with Drapus?
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch
I
of
guess.
stuff to sell.
Yeah, I'll head over there too.
All right, maybe I'll put a hold on that drink and food order then.
Yeah, just
Yeah, we'll
have
be
it ready
back
for.
soon.
We're just gonna run over there real quick and then come back. So if you could have food and drink ready in probably about 30-45 minutes.
Sure, not a problem. See you soon. And they give you a quick salute and you guys head northward. You head northward for 2 blocks and you find a small, bizarre looking section, there's several tents and canvas shops, as well as a large 3-story, 4-sided building that that says "The Jolly Expedition" in Comic Sans all across the sides.
Oh no.
No, no.
Yeah, we're gonna need to go somewhere else.
We're gonna walk in here and it's gonna be nothing but PowerPoint transitions.
Like each word comes in.
Yeah, each letter.
Like when you were in like the 6th grade and you had to make a PowerPoint presentation, it was like 25 minutes long.
We're gonna get these crazy
4
transitions.
Yeah.
Splits down the middle and then comes apart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in.
All right, so you head on in, and this room, whereas before you thought it might have been 3 stories, it's just shelves upon shelves going up into up above you.
Costco.
Basically, it's large shelves going crisscrossing directions. You can see iron, what's it called? Mezzanines all along the upper edge of the shelves with ladders going up to them and such. And you can see several people milling around. You can see a couple kind of holding hands, walking around. They just seem to be doing their morning or their late night Costco shop. And you can see a few little stalls inside the store that have little.
Guys, I forgot my membership card.
They've got little
Are there
samples and
samples?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few food samples. There's even a small gem on one of the tables. In front of this table, there's a half-elf woman. She says, come, please try this. Try it out. This magical gem. If you rub it over your clothing, it cleans it instantly."
Sick.
I'll approach.
Yeah. Can I grab it and rub it on my skin?
Please, sir, no, don't rub it on your skin.
All right.
It's not meant for skin-to-skin contact. It's a little
anyway.
It's a little corrosive.
Does that mean the gem has skin? It's a skin gem.
I like the confused look for a second. Then he's like, "Wait, I did say skin to skin."
It's the necro gem.
Okay, yeah. I just want to sell some stuff.
All right, not a problem. You probably want to head towards the center to Subi. He'll probably be able to help you out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna head that way.
All right, you all
I'm
head.
following.
As I'm walking around, I'm just looking through the gem to see if anything looks good.
Many things on in this.
It's like a disco ball.
Shopping.
Yeah, many things in this
in
place.
Able to find that gem to sell on eBay later.
I'm up pricing everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and sell the copper flagon I have and the holy symbol.
Okay, so that can be sold for.
It was
listed
1
price.
gold and 25 gold, is what you told me.
Yeah, you can sell those for listed prices.
Okay.
As you approach the center, there is a large half-orc gentleman in just a beautiful. It looks almost like a magician's outfit. Deep red cape, black vests and tails, and white undershirt, and he just, "How do you do, friends?
Oh, hi.
Welcome to the Jolly Expedition. You here to sell some stuff or here to buy some stuff?"
Maybe a little bit of both.
All right. So he takes anything you want to sell. They can be sold for listed prices. Anything you need appraised or anything?
I got these 2 pearl necklaces.
I'd say those are probably each worth 25 gold pieces.
Ooh, I also got this little bottle of perfume.
Oh, very nice. This is called this perfume's called Basilisk Tear. It's a limited creation. I could probably give you a good 75 gold pieces for the vial.
Oh.
Assuming
We have several vials.
assuming it's full.
I haven't used any. I haven't checked. Is it full?
Yeah, it seems full.
They were all
Seems
full,
seems
yeah.
wax sealed as well.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay.
I
give 'em
place
all of that.
mine on the counter as well.
All I had was the tiara and crowns that I could carry from those giants,
Yep.
which should altogether add up to 100 gold
Yep.
for
He
listed
will,
prices.
Yeah, he'll hand that over.
I set the salt and pepper shakers down, and before I set a very small bag down, I asked Drapus, "Do you want to keep the teeth?"
But I gave
And I
Lars
drop
the salt
them.
and pepper shaker.
What teeth?
Teeth. I don't buy
Well, he
body
did.
parts.
I didn't.
No, they're golden teeth.
They're golden teeth.
I'll take the golden teeth.
From whom? Who? Why? Hold on. Why are you stealing teeth from
Dreyfus.
people?
Oh, we just found them on the floor.
No,
Oh.
they were grandmothers, I think.
I also gave the salt and pepper shaker to Large.
Yeah, I got that. I just didn't write it down.
Yeah, so 25 gold pieces for salt
I
and pepper
corrected it.
shaker.
If you want to sell it, Large.
I'm gonna keep that.
Okay.
I'm keeping any cooking utensils we find.
Okay.
Is Sid taking the teeth, or are you guys selling the teeth?
So they
If
got it.
Sid wants them, that's why I asked to Drapus. So if Sid wants them, he
whatever.
has them.
I
7 golden
all
teeth.
of the so Levy, all of the stuff that I give you, I expect to be put in like party funds and stuff like that. Like you guys can do what you want with it.
Not too
Like if I
demanding, is he?
really, really want something, I'll let you guys know.
What about that axe?
My axe.
Yeah, the one on your back. Looks pretty unscathed. Don't seem to use it very much. I could buy
I
that
give
off your
him-
hands
I-
if you'd like.
I give him the look of there's only one way you're going to get this axe,
I could buy it off you if you'd like. For 200 gold pieces.
or not.
Okay. Not a problem.
I'll actually throw the rapier in the cell.
He
Pile.
looks at it and this is a very beautiful piece of work. Where did you find this?
Oh, it was in I actually don't know where it was, but it was in a thing underground.
Okay.
We found it in an underground room.
A basement?
Nope.
Kind of, but bigger.
It's normally what an underground room is a basement.
Do you? Okay, you're asking a lot of questions. Do you want the rapier or not?
If you want to part with it, sure. It's I could oof. He kind of turns around. He's basically in this large circular desk with a swivel chair in the center, and he's just kind of doing circles. He pulls out a Rolodex from underneath and starts doing something, grabs an abacus and with everything you've sold me today, I don't think I'd be able to pay you the proper price for this rapier today. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
That's very Skyrim of you to have the merchant run out of money.
Maybe next time.
But if you want to quick save and rest for
If you
rest
wanna
for 48
save-
hours.
What if we buy a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, what about a trade? Anything here catch your eye?
Oh, a treat.
I look around. Does anything catch me eye?
Do they have any splint mail?
Yeah.
That's an upgrade for me. I mean, unless we're wanting to go straight plate, and that's a huge upgrade.
These guys
any
have
needs?
who's its and what's its galore.
Oh yeah.
You got thingamabobs? They've got 20.
Is there a place in town, and I'm asking this to him, a place or someone here that has the skill to repair an hourglass?
Yeah, there's a few glass blowers here. Yeah, they might be able to help you. I could sell you hourglasses if you want.
No, I have a specific one I would like repaired. Is there someone you would recommend?
Sure, yeah. My sister, hold on, what's her name? My sister Dunelle, she's a pretty accomplished glassblower.
If I left this with you, could you ask her to repair it for me?
What are you trying to get repaired?
It's just an hourglass. There's no description for it. Other than that it's worth 25 gold if it's repaired.
Oh, okay. Where did you get it?
That's a good question.
was-
Among the many things that was handed to me by many different people.
Okay, you probably found it in Nightstone then.
Yes, probably. It was very early on.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be no more. Yeah, I can do that for you.
It was
Thank
in
you.
that room where that goblin critted me with the pan.
Yeah, please feel free to look around and I can offer you trade or you can buy things or whatever you'd like, yeah.
I'm gonna stock up on pythons again because I'm positive I wasn't able to retrieve all of them.
So if I trade you my chain mail for some splint mail, what deal are we going to work out here? I have the prices brought up if you need them.
$5 gold off the buying price.
Okay, so chain mail goes for 75 and then splint mail goes for 200. So you'd give me 80 total towards the cost of the splint, or $5 off of mine.
He would give you 70 gold pieces towards your splint. So reselling it, it's going to be...
Yeah. It's selling it used. It's cheaper than new.
Yeah.
And what would you give for this this here sword?
Well, if I had the ability, I'd offer you 4,500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, at this time, we don't have quite that much yet right now.
You got a bigger armor for this guy over here or something?
You got some plate? Plate goes for 1,500.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could get you could get some plate if you'd like, but that's really kind of undervaluing your sword there.
Well, it would be plate and some.
Oh.
Like we would find other things.
Sure, if you want to be like that.
It's up to you, Larch. Like I would obviously go for plate if you're willing to trade your sword for my an item for me, but
Yeah, it's let me see. Do you guys need anything?
So you said $4,500 or 4,500 gold for his sword.
Yep.
And then we've got
So then that's 3,000.
4,500
Undervalued.
plus 70. So we're at 4,570 with my chainmail because I won't need it anymore unless somebody wants it.
Oh wait, you need to subtract, not add, right?
No, I'm saying because my chainmail plus your sword gives us a total balance of 4,570
Oh, okay.
minus the 1,500 for the plate, which I'm assuming you're doing face value for the items, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's something special. So minus the 1,500. So we have 3,070 left over in store credit if we decide to go this route.
You sell any like magic stuff?
Yeah, we've got a good selection of magic items. What are you looking for? Potions, weapons, armor?
Well, personally, I need a diamond worth at least 50 gold and some incense, maybe some potions.
Oh yeah, I mean you can buy you can buy spell components here.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do like
How much in gold are you going to spend? Because I've got the calculations up here.
oh, okay, you're doing that? I was just writing it down.
I've got it.
So 2,000 gold worth of incense. We'll never lose the familiar again now.
I mean, it's yours, so...
Also, I'm gonna need the diamond for sure, so that's 50 gold.
Do you want one or more than one?
It's just one because it doesn't get consumed.
Okay, so 50 gold there.
And then I guess I'll do 150 worth of incense.
Okay.
Or actually do 155 because I already have 5 gold of incense and I have nothing I can do with just 5.
Okay. Sid, do you need anything?
I
Better
mean,
body.
Better dice?
Better friends.
What's the best medium armor? Half plate?
The best medium armor for as far as AC goes is scale mail or
Depends on
breastplate
your decks, really.
or half plate.
Half plate is 15 plus, right?
Yeah, it's 15 plus.
Let me check. Half plate. So I mean, I could get half plate and I would have one more AC. That would be 750.
Yeah. Do you have half plate?
Yep.
I don't want to just assume he has everything in the store.
Larch will also get full plate mail.
Wow.
You do you,
Never
man.
cast a spell again.
Yeah. Levy, do you need anything?
I need to just refill all my normal rations and everything. The only thing I'm focusing on is the hourglass.
Okay, so how much to get her hourglass repaired? I know you're not doing it, so give me a roundabout number, and if we overshoot it, then you could just give it back to us at some other point. When we go to pick it up, you can give the balance back.
Here's a question, Levy. Are you going to sell it to this man?
No, I want to keep it.
Okay. Then 5 gold pieces to repair it.
That's fine. Okay, and then how much to refill everyone's rations, torches, everything to go back up to full?
I don't know, man. How much are rations?
I mean, you could spitball a number if you want.
Rations per day is 5 silver pieces. So choose an amount of rations you want. Each 2 rations is worth a gold piece.
So you want to just do like 10 gold for everybody to be filled back up?
Sure.
So it's 20 days of rations for everyone?
20 days.
20 days.
Okay, we're looking at 2,100 gold left and store credit.
How many potions you got?
I've got lots of potions. You guys look like an adventuring sort, right? I also got something that might be able to help you carry things a bit better.
Do you have a bag of holding?
For no, not quite, unfortunately, but I do for 2,000. I have a handy haversack.
What's that?
It is
Bag of holding light.
Howard's handy haversack.
You said bag of holding, and somewhere my mother heard you. I'm gonna have to fight that one off now.
This backpack is a central pouch and 2 side pouches, each of which is an extra dimensional space. Each pouch can hold up to 20 pounds of material, not exceeding the volume of 2 cubic feet. The large central pouch can hold 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds of material. The backpack always weighs 5 pounds, no matter its contents.
So it's
that
like
would be useful for me at this point.
Right? That's like half a bag of holding, pretty much.
It's a
You can fit smaller items into it.
It's Babby's first bag of holding.
Okay.
It's a backpack instead of a sack.
Okay. I mean, it's really whatever the party needs. Like these are like if you want it, then we can do it. We have 2,100 gold left over in store credit. If that's what we want to do, then we could do it. Somebody can actually trade out their backpack for this backpack, and I've got probably the most strength now, so I can do the pack mule thing if we want to do that. Because I'm sitting at 17 strength now.
Or I also have he looks towards Sid, for you less capable fellows.
Whoa! How did he know?
Hold on.
He's a magician. They'll never tell their secrets.
For you less capable fellows, I have a pair of goggles a night.
I would very much like those.
He doesn't know what Drapus is, so he can't assume that you don't have dark vision. So, because you're covered, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much for Goggles of Night?
1,500. And I only have one pair.
It's up to you guys. Granted, this is just the store credit. We still have funds on the side too, but we also don't need to go broke right now.
I mean, I know that Drapus can't see in the dark.
I think it's worth it to have.
I
So do
would
that
suggest.
instead
I'm
of
fine with that. I haven't had an
bag.
issue carrying things. I'm not exactly
I think we should
weak,
buy
so-
those for Drapus. So that he's not missing a
Drapus,
goblin
quit.
800 times.
Drapus, deafen yourself. It's your birthday surprise. They don't want you to hear.
Oh.
It's Drapus' birthday coming up. We're going to buy him.
Happy birthday, Drapus.
Do they require attunement or anything?
No.
Nice.
It's up to you guys. Like we're not always going to be in a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
You want to do? We could do the Goggles of Night instead of the bag, and then just get the rest in healing potions.
I also can cast light now.
Plus, we have dancing lights.
Um,
I honestly think.
Well,
Or-
it also doesn't mean though that there's never going to be a dark area that we don't want a giant torch in.
So let me ask you this, there, shopkeep, because I forgot your name.
I also have a Trident of Fish command.
Riptide?
Is Lodge gonna become Aquaman?
Do we have to spend our store credit now, or can we have an open tab?
I don't really know you folks. But I mean, I don't really see an issue with that.
I mean, it's not like we'd be owing you money.
Yeah, the danger is he would renege on us.
Yeah.
No, that's
The
not how it
danger
works.
is we don't come back and you get to keep a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting stuff repaired.
Although, can I spend 100 gold pieces on 2 matching platinum rings?
Sure, if that's what if they have it and you want it.
Yeah,
He likes looking
I would
good.
like that.
I don't have those, unfortunately.
Don't have platinum rings?
No, the smith might be able to help you out there, though. Or a jeweler.
God damn it.
How much in potions? We have 2 here. We have 2. How many do we want to spend up to?
It's 50
How much
gold,
are healing potions?
50
gold.
each, or 300.
Or 300. Does he have the superior or the greater? I don't.
He has 6 greater and 11 standard.
Okay.
Want to just clear out the standards?
It's
Yeah, we
probably a
can
good
clear out the
idea.
300. Yeah, we could do that. How much? And it's 300 for the greater. You said.
Yes.
Get all of them.
Well, we only have 500 left to spend, right? Unless we're
no,
not doing
we
the
have
goggles.
1550 left to spend.
Oh, okay.
Not touching the goggles or the backpack, which we're past the backpack now.
Okay.
You said you didn't have the gold to pay out for the whole rapier. How much? At what point can you pay out?
At this point, I can pay about 350.
Okay. So we can
And
either
I
keep
don't
spending
keep
money.
that much gold on hand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can either keep spending money, leave it for a tab, or that's it, really.
Maybe take the
I
gold
say-
and leave a tab.
Get as many healing potions as we can and then take the 350.
You had 6 greater, you said?
6 greater, 11 regular.
Yeah, so we took the 11 regular, and the 6 greater is more than what we can take. So we could take.
We have 1550 after the healing potions?
Mhm.
Okay. So we could take
We can take 5
5
and have 50 gold left over.
and then he has enough to pay us 50.
Yeah. You want to do that? Okay, so we're going to take... So we have in the group 13 standard healing potions, 5 greater healing potions, and then 50 gold goes back to our accountant, and that we're even up at that point.
How do we want to split the potions?
We could do that back as food's
do
going to be
that
waiting
later.
on us here in a
Yeah.
second. Let's go back to the tavern and split everything up there.
All right, so he snaps his fingers, and several miniature unseen servants come around and begin grabbing everything for all of you. Everything comes around the counter, and he pays out a 50 gold tab, and you all have what you've bought. You head back towards the tavern, the Hangman's Noose.
Mhm.
All right, so Hangman's Noose comes up. Nima offers you guys your food that you've paid for. And you guys have the keys to your rooms. And you have time to do what you guys would like.
Well, Sid wants to drink.
Levine goes upstairs. I assume we've been shut our rooms.
Yep.
At that point, yeah. Levine goes upstairs and starts working on her weapons.
Okay.
Just cleaning them and sharpening them, and then puts them away.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of weapons, I pull out the dagger and the shield.
Watch out, guys. He's got a knife.
What do you got there?
No!
Ow. I give the dagger back to Sid. This here is it's a pretty good dagger. It does a little extra, little extra kick to it.
What was that
it's
again?
a +1 dagger. A little extra.
It's just a +1 dagger.
It's a +1 dagger.
Just a +1, he says.
Just yeah, that's weak.
And then I guess I would go back upstairs to Levy, and I'd be like, knock on the door.
Is that punching Levy, or what was that?
I'm punching the door
Oh, okay.
with the shield.
Ah! Roll me a door check.
I open the door.
Here you go. This is a pretty interesting shield right there. It's called the Sentinel Shield, and basically it lets
Sentinel
you.
feet.
No, not quite. Lets you act a little faster in combat and increases your mental faculties a little bit. Basically, it gives you advantage on initiative and wisdom perception check.
Awesome. I
shield because he
shield
thinks you're a
and say-
dullard.
thank you.
Oh, she took it before.
Yeah, don't mind the soy sauce from me using as a walk.
I
It just
inspect
gives
it
it a
to make
little
sure it doesn't
flavor.
smell like.
I gave it a little flavor.
It smells like peanut oil.
Please tell me this doesn't have MSG in it.
Only a bit of
MSG is
it.
best flavor.
True story, though.
Umami.
So good. Anyway,
So Sid,
So,
how
yeah.
drinking are you drinking?
Yes.
8.
Just all ale?
Yeah. No, he's drinking until he needs to go to sleep.
Okay. Drapus, are you joining Sid in the drinking?
yes.
Okay. And Larch, are you joining Sid in the drinking?
Yeah, but I'm drinking all 3 of my waters first.
Okay. So, Sid, Levy, do you end up coming back down, or are you hanging out?
I stay up there for a good half hour. It doesn't take me that long to clean, but this has been the longest Levy has been around people in a long time, sustained. She takes jobs, but not this long. So she takes some time to herself.
Some me time.
Me time. Yep.
There were baths offered if you want.
I don't like baths.
All right, fine. You prefer dust baths? You're a chinchilla?
Sure.
Just rolls. We see Levy rolling around outside in the dirt.
Just a chinchilla. So, the four of you congregating inside the bar of the Hangman's Noose. Sid, Drapus, and Larch are a few ales in at this point. And Levy, you're kind of just eyeing them as they make somewhat fools of themselves. After an hour or so, 9 o'clock comes around, and several people begin coming into the tavern. You can see what looks like a few of the guards that you'd seen guarding the walls of Daggerford, and a few other people come wandering in. Are you going to try and just, I don't know, keep an ear out, Levy, see if there's any gossip or anything?
Always.
All right.
I'm usually on edge and very aware when I'm in a town.
Okay, so as these people are beginning to have their evening meals, nice hot shepherd's pies, just country food. They have some nice. They begin getting into a few drinks and such, and you begin hearing from a table over a few of the people just kind of in slightly hushed whispers. I don't know too much about that stuff that's coming up from the marsh, but something's going on. Something big. Yeah, I know. There's, I don't know. Something's weird going on with the giants. Something's happening. Some of those storm giants that like to hang out off the coast are, they're acting up. They all seem to be congregating somewhere. Yeah, it's weird. Weird times. And one of the older gentlemen seems to be the oldest in the bar at this point. Just kind of silvery gray goatee and just kind of sitting there smoking a pipe. And if I had to guess, I might think an ordining's happening soon, which should be bad news for the rest of us. If this is true, something big's gonna happen soon. The giants are gonna start acting up, and when the giants start acting up, the dragons start acting up. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mill. I remember stories from school, but you really think an ordining's gonna happen? I don't know. Sam. The stories, if this is happening, that means the king might be dead or missing or something bad. Really? You think the king might be dead? Who could have done such a thing? I don't know, son. I don't know. Just getting bad vibes. And he just goes back to taking long puffs on his pipe and just kind of sits back and is drinking an ale.
Do I know what an ordning is?
Roll me a history check. 15. Kind of taking some of the context clues from what these guys were talking about, the giants, an ordning, the king. It seems like, from what you kind of remember from just your basic studies that you received, the ordning is an upheaval of the giant hierarchy, and all the giants in all the worlds fight to take that throne. And when that happens, bad things happen. It's not happened for a good 200-300 years, though. I mean, giants live a long time. And you're kind of thinking on it, and when he starts mentioning the dragons would start acting up as well. Giants and dragons, they have a somewhat tumultuous relationship. Yes, they kind of respect each other, kind of keep out of the way. They're both old creatures. They both do a lot. They both, have issues with, magic and stuff. But when ordnings happen, the dragons, at least some of the metallic dragons, oddly enough, try to vie for the throne to try and take over the giants. And you're kind of thinking of that, and you just kind of get the brief flashback of that long lung dragon leaving Nightstone, the gold lung dragon, and it might be a bad sign. And this old man, he might be right. Something's going on. Something a bit bigger than just rocks falling from the sky.
Lovely.
But Sid, Drapus, Larch, you guys are having a few drinks. Everyone, the atmosphere is fairly cheery, except for this table across from Levine, who are just kind of, they seem a bit of older folk. They just seem to be drinking and eating and just having a bit of serious talk, but everyone else seems to be playing dice and having some cards and stuff. And it seems Nima is having, at first it's kind of confusing, but Nima, there seems to be a twin there, and there seems to be two of them, and they seem to be just quickly and handedly taking no shit from anyone, doing their job, working hard, and they're doing lots of good work. And the night progresses on, and after a few hours, people begin leaving, going back to their homes. They've finished their day of work, they've had some drinks, and they're going back home. You guys retire, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I hotbox my room.
Okay. Are you summoning McFly?
That I am.
Hell yeah. You, after an hour or so, you hear the tiny little footfalls on the wood floor, and you hear, and
Hey,
you
buddy.
feel a little peck upon your shin, and he just kind of looks up at you, kind of tilts his head back and forth.
Sorry about throwing you in a hole, but and I think now I've got ways around that. If I ever need you to fly, you can fly. If you need to swim, you can swim. We got you covered this time.
I mean, the hole wasn't the issue; it was the cat at the bottom.
That too.
The McFly just kind of does a little chicken trot and just kind of sits down, looks up at you.
I just pat him on the head.
Its head kind of bobs as you touch it. Sit.
We.
You've been drinking. You're about 10 cups in at this point. Your body's hurting. It's hurting a lot more than it has in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of sigh to yourself and begin crawling up the stairs to your bed. And as you enter your room, you begin making your way over towards the bed, and you don't make it. You just flop down face first, just drunkenly unconscious. Your vision is dark. And it's filled with just this brief sounds of voices. They remind you of before this curse was laid upon you, when all those people were suffering. Just coughing, gasping, wheezing, in pain, begging for the release of death. And then you hear the voice you did the oath to. And it's just this deep, kind of reverberating voice throughout your mind. and it just fills you with dread. And as you're beginning to wake up, sun beaming down through the shades of the day, during the night you've managed to flip over onto your back, and you feel just faint tears dripping from your eyes, and you begin to slowly come back to consciousness.
Now, I heard the voice. Did it say anything specific? Or just...
It was just reiterating the old oath you made.
Okay.
And as soon as they started talking about it again, you've just felt this heavy weight sink into your chest and just dread seep into your soul. So the morning has come. You can hear the soft sounds of birds chirping and fluttering around throughout the eaves of other houses. You come down, and there's no one at the bar. However, there is, at the table you guys had sat at the night before, there is a large platter of smoked meats, cheeses, breads, and vegetables and fruits and stuff, with a note that just says, see yourselves out if you'd like. If you're coming back again later, I can keep your rooms again safe. Just leave the coin on the counter. We'll open up in a few hours. It seems Nima prepared a breakfast for you guys before they retired for their evening, at least. So, what's the plan?
Say we eat real quick and then go see what's her name about the job she has for us.
Kella?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you gather back towards the center of town where she informed you to meet up. And in the center of town, there is just this beautiful marble alabaster fountain with 3 winged just gargoyles. And the water is just pouring out of the mouths of the gargoyles in each direction. And it's just a soft, faint trickling. You can see a few copper and stuff inside the fountain. Few minutes go by of waiting, and you hear a loud bell. Dum, dum, dum. And a procession of people is coming towards the center of town. You can see they're in deep blue and purple vestments. 2 of them are wearing plate mail with large halberds in their arms, and they seem to be escorting this smaller gentleman who's carrying a large soapbox, and he sets this box in the center of town and holds out a horn. Ladies, gentlemen, and sentient creatures of Daggerfold, the people of Nightstone have come seeking our aid. They bring word of rocks falling from the sky. In lieu of this information, a curfew will be set for 9 p.m. Each person shall return to their homes and shall stay inside until 6. And you can hear some of the people that have begun gathering around there. Some of them are calling out, just, "Hey, what the hell? What do you mean curfew?" They seem a little not happy about this. Also, our liege mayor has received word that the city of Waterdeep was besieged from the sea this morning. We don't know exactly what force has attacked the capital, but we are stopping and waylaying all traffic heading northward until the time being. And you hear a few caravan drivers, "What do you mean? We need to get to Waterdeep to bring our provisions." Unfortunately, our mayor has banned the travel to Waterdeep for this time. Please understand this restriction and hear to it. Thank you. Go about your days. And this town crier steps back off the box, and these two guards take him back towards the southern end of the city. And you hear some people around the center of town. They seem a little disturbed that Waterdeep, one of the, I don't know, best defended cities in the country, has been attacked. Some people seem pissed off that they can't go anywhere at this point. Basically, the city's beginning to go slow into lockdown to try and figure out what's going on at this point. And kind of coming out of the crowd, weaving her way through, is a freshly cleaned, auburn locks flowing in the wind, deep maroon vest on, is Kella approaching you all. She's rushing up, breath kind of catching. You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't. She's just stumbling over her words. I was with the mayor this morning, and when he received word, everyone's freaking out. We still need to send word to Waterdeep, and the mayor has offered compensation, but it's gonna be dangerous. I can't ask you guys to do this, but the people need help.
Did he have any other information on what's happening down there?
Just that some sort of force attacked from the sea and began besieging Waterdeep.
Is it still under siege, or?
It is, yes. And we don't know if or when that siege is going to break.
Well, let's go.
Her eyes are kind of darting between the four of you.
Yeah. If they need help,
sure?
I mean...
You're serious?
This sounds really dangerous.
I get most of my work from Waterdeep.
Drapus, you sure about this?
I was looking for a job. The whole reason I went to Nightstone was to look for a job. So I just got one handed to me. Let's go.
Right, well, before you leave, we need to go speak to the mayor. He has... She just kind of looks at you doing this face. If nothing else, he has some old blueprints of Waterdeep that might allow you to get in without alerting the people who are besieging it.
Then why are we still here? Let's go, 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 go.
She begins walking back towards the south. You all follow?
Mm-hmm.
Sid?
Yeah.
Levy? All right.
He doesn't ask me. I walked the other way. I was like, let's go. She starts walking. I took off the other way.
Larch, is McFly coming too?
Oh yeah, he's under my arm.
All right. So you all begin heading south. You travel for a few minutes and you approach a large black wooded and red stone bricked building, which is the mayor's office. And there's two guards standing outside, again, deep blue and purple vestments with plate mail and halberds in front of on them. Kella does shows a badge and she's allowed in. And you are all entered into this large foyer. There are a split set of double stairs going up to another floor, and a large archway between these stairs. You head. She leads you guys through the archway, and inside it just looks like a large meeting room. There you can see this man is sitting there, just quickly eating what looks like just a bowl of porridge. Looks like this is probably the first time he's had to eat in probably since this morning when this shit went down, basically. And he just quickly covers his mouth and wipes it off and hello. It's he stands up, and he stands a good 8.5, almost 9 feet tall. He's got dark gray skin, chin strap beard. If you had to guess, this guy looks like a Goliath. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Momir, Mayor Mormir.
Mo.
More mayor.
And I'm assuming this is you're the group that Kelly was informing me about. And how much?
I'm Larch.
Nice to meet you, Larch. I'm Mayor Mormir.
And I'm Larch.
Nice to meet you, Larch. Who's your friend?
That's McFly. That's Levy, Brapus, Sid.
All right, nice to meet you all. Please sit down. Excuse the mess. And on the table there's just stacks and stacks of papers and books and quills, and it looks like this room's slowly being converted into some sort of staging post or war room. And I don't know. We received our archmage received word this morning that from the mage in Waterdeep that they're being besieged by the sea and by the north road, and we don't have an army or anything. We can't send a relief force, but if possible, we'd like to send you as messengers to send word to the Lords of Waterdeep. This is, of course, a very dangerous mission. You'd have to be able to sneak your way through the sieging armies, and I also don't know how the high road's going to be without the guards or the patrols from Waterdeep. So it might be a dangerous road up there. And
what's the message?
The message is that we've received word from. Hold on. Sorry, grabbing the name. Gilag. We've received word from Gilag that. Oh my god, where are my notes when I need them? Why do you do this to me?
And when the DM needed him most, disappeared.
Fucking balls.
For 100 years.
Oh my god, what's his name?
Well, we're gonna have to find a new DM.
Yeah, probably good.
Matt, you're the new DM.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god, what? Ah! Hold on, I'm sorry.
Matt's like on it.
Is /D20 not working anymore? That's unfortunate.
Flash.
So when we get the message, we should ask for like horses. Like we just need blueprints of the city.
King
The
Hekaton.
message.
That's his name.
He slaps the table edge.
Mayor Mormare has got
He's got a screw loose.
Gileg said that King Hekaton has been killed, assassinated, and an ordering has begun.
It sounds like bad news.
Do any of us know what that is?
Larch does.
I do.
Yeah, you are a
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You are a giant born, so yeah.
It's like a battle royale.
Basically, yeah. Last man standing, king of the hill, basically,
For giants.
and
Giants,
dragons.
dragons.
Oh,
Oh my!
beautiful.
Could get messy.
Yeah, it definitely could.
Okay, so deliver that message to Waterdeep. Do you have the blueprint?
Yes, and he quickly unfurls some of the papers and furls it out and begins going over it. There's a section of old catacombs that come in from the North Furrow Road under Waterdeep's walls and up into one of the graveyards of Waterdeep. That's probably going to be your best location. That, or if you're coming from the coast, there is a cistern going into the sewers, but that is more likely to be heavily guarded. It is more well known.
Okay. How far is it to Waterdeep?
From here, it's going to be about 6 days travel.
On foot or horse?
On horse, it's going to be about 4 days travel.
Do you have
Can you
horses?
supply us with horses?
I can spare 4 horses, yes.
Well, McFly needs a horse.
Can't he McFly?
He can make glide.
Mick, no.
Just attach a rope to him and gallop by, and he's just a kite behind your horse.
Kite him behind.
He's just jet skiing.
Okay. Then is there anything else?
If you're successful, the king might have more missions for you.
And then Kella said something about a compensation.
Right. And he reaches under the desk, the large table, and picks up a large chest, puts it down. We gathered a fair bit of the vault, and this is what we can offer you. Slides it across, you open it. Inside there are 2 bluish of black vials inside. And there are 4 coin pouches. Each one contains 500 gold pieces and 15 platinum pieces.
Okay, so everybody gets a pouch.
Yes. So that's 500 gold, 15 platinum.
We're in the money.
Yeah. And then how many vials?
There are 2 vials of this bluish black. These potions, they if you are able to imbibe them, they might be able to grant you a bit of strength. Gilag gave them to us. So use them wisely.
They just increase strength.
They are potions of one of the. Hold on.
With strong man.
Yeah.
It is a potion of giant strength. It is a potion of stone giant strength. No, wait, hold on. Make sure that's right. Yes, it is a potion of stone giant strength.
So I've got one, and then I'll hand the other one to Levy.
And as you can inspect them a little bit more, they seem to have a fairly large floating clipped toenail floating around inside them.
It's good for the immune system.
Seems good.
Yeah, so it'll be fine.
It adds texture. It gives the crunch.
the forbidden cheese, just expired milk.
That's all of Sid. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's not much more, but also we can give you a 20% discount at the Jolly Expedition.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Don't say borders, I'll cry.
Give you a 5 gold piece card to Timmy's.
Voucher. Okay.
You
You
can
can
buy
do his
one
punch
Timmy.
card to the warehouse.
Exactly.
Well,
It's
there-
a gift certificate to Cheesecake Factory.
ooh,
Oh wait, it's expired.
Ah, shit.
No.
It expired last month. Damn it.
is the card for the McFlurry that you can get if the ice cream machine was ever working.
Don't say it, you're going to trigger Matt. No.
We'll hear it in about 30 seconds after the delay.
Here it comes. Well, if there's nothing else, it's the morning, so
There it goes.
I guess we can go ahead and take off now. Just have somebody show us where the horses are, and we can.
I
we're all
might as
packed
well
up.
get started.
All right, and I think as you guys begin heading towards the stables, I think we're going to end it there for tonight.
All right.
So up ahead is the adventure towards Waterdeep and the incursion into Waterdeep. Should be interesting.
Have plate mail now. Am strong.
We'll sink.
Yeah, hits water after water after water.
Hey, Sid's never had a. Oh wait, yeah, Sid doesn't float either.
Water deep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's so deep.
well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I hope you have a good week, and hopefully we will see you all next Monday. Bye.
Bye.